What's up, everybody? Welcome in. Hello, hello, hello. What's going on? Happy Monday night, everybody. And we are here for the last college basketball game of the season. We've been doing college basketball all year with the Tennessee Volunteers, and after they got beat, we continued our NCAA coverage, and we did a couple more games as well. But we've seen this Florida Gator team now. This will be the fourth time we've seen the Florida Gators, and the second time we've seen the Houston Cougars. So it should be an interesting game. The bots are already here. What's up, bots? Good to see you. Appreciate you being here. But what's up, everybody? Thanks for being here tonight. It's going to be a good one. One of the best offenses, one of the best offenses versus one of the best defenses in the country. Now, the question is tonight, for Florida to win this thing, they cannot turn the ball over like they did against Auburn and hope that Houston turns the ball over again as well. But this should be interesting to see what happens here. Because Florida can run and gun it all day long. But the big boys down low for the Cougars can take it down. So the Houston feel a little lucky. They shouldn't be here right now. But they came over a craziness of almost down 99% to lose in the last minute and 60 seconds or whatever it was against Duke, and then pulled off a miracle. So what's up in the chat? What's up, Mad Steve? What's up, Filter Drake CeeLo for the Natty? Let's go, SCC. What's up, man? Kyle Busch fan, what's going on? Go Gators. Mark's here as well. Hello, hello, hello. Danny, what's going on too? Gators rolling the rock. Let's see what happens, Danny. Richard's here. Good to thank you for being here, sir. Thanks so much. I got some mods tonight. I had to call in the subs the other night. David and OJ came in and helped us out. Dallas, what's up? Good to see you as well. But welcome in, everybody. Mountain Billy dropping the Gators. What's going on? Bill says go Gators as well. Lots of Gators. Now, we've covered Mad Steve here, dropping all those emojis early. We've covered the Gators with the Tennessee Volunteers. And, of course, I'm representing my Tennessee stuff tonight, the SEC. I want to see the Gators win tonight, y'all. I think they deserve it. They've been the best team. Houston has too. They got the best defense, but I think Florida has the best offense whatsoever. So what's up, everybody? What's up, Daniel Berry as well? Cold Trickle, good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here too. All right, so let's go. So let's recap the Houston Duke game. They trailed by 14 points with 8 minutes to go. That's crazy. They trailed by 14 points, 8 minutes to go, and then trailed by 6 with 34 seconds left in the game. And then held Duke to one field goal in the last 10 minutes and 30 seconds to beat Duke. And that is what sealed the deal. The Duke went silent for 10 minutes and didn't score and let Houston back in the game. So what a game we called. We did that too here on the channel, so make sure you go check that one out if you missed it. Let's see if they can do what they did in 07, Chad says. Venom, what's going on is in the house, baby. Even though it's basketball, none of my teams go Gators. All right, man. All right, so let's get to it like we always do every basketball time. Let's get to it here. And the spread tonight is 1.5. Your last chance to make some money on college basketball is tonight. 1.5 is the spread, and the total is 140.5 points. So there is your spread and your points. So think about that before you make your prediction. All right, so it has Houston here. I guess ESPN loves defense. And they got them 65.4% to Florida's 34.6%. And let's take a look at the top go-getters for the Florida Gators. It is Clayton Jr., 18.5 points per game, averaging 45% from the field, an 87 free throw shooter. And against Auburn, let's see, Clayton Jr. put up an outstanding 34 points. He was the man against Auburn. And their top rebounder, Condon, down low, 7.6 rebounds per game, 4.7 defensive rebounds, and 2.8. Condon on the rebounds didn't have too many against Auburn. He had only 4. And then Clayton can dish the rock too. He's amazing at that. He only was held to only 2 assists though, but he's averaging 4.1 assists. Now on the other side for the Cougars, you got LJ Cryer, 15.6 points per game, 41% from the field, and 90% free throw. You do not want to put this man on the line. LJ Cryer against Duke had 26 points. The boy can shoot the ball. And then you got Jawan Roberts down low. 6.5 rebounds per game, 4-point defensive, and 2.5 offense. And Jalen Roberts had 12 assists against Duke the other night, so he can do it. And then Uzan, he can shoot the rock as well. 4.3 assists, and he can also rock and roll around the court. And he only had 2 assists against Duke. So, and he was also in foul trouble most of the game. So needs to stay out of foul trouble. Now let's take a look at Florida. They're averaging 85 points per game, 47% from the field, 41 rebounds, 15.5 assists, 4.5 blocks, and 7.4 steals. They've won 11 straight. Houston, 73.9 points per game, 45 from the field, 36 rebounds, 12 assists, 4 blocks, 7 steals, and they've won 18 straight, y'all. They beat, so Florida beat Auburn to get here, and Houston beat Kentucky, Purdue, Tennessee, and Duke, and Gonzaga. So they ran the muck here. Florida beat UConn, Maryland, Texas Tech, Auburn. Now, they put up some points, though, doing it. So there is that. So let's take a look at the last 10 for both teams. Get one last stat in here. See if this will work. The last 10 games for the Cougars. They're 10-0, averaging 71.3 points per game, 34 rebounds, 10 assists, 7 steals, 4 blocks, and shooting 41% from the field, and are averaging their opponent to 59 points per game. If they can hold Florida to 60 points, they're going to win this game. The Gators now 10-0, averaging 89 points per game. So something's going to give here. 38 rebounds, 14 assists, 5 steals, 3.6 blocks, while shooting 48.9%. Their opponents have averaged 77 points. So the Cougars averaging 71 points, so they're going to probably score 70 tonight. The question is, can the Gators get around the defense of Cougars? That's the question right here. So let me go with I'm going to go with my pick right now. I'm going to go to the Gators. They survive, and they score 75 points tonight. 75-70. The Gators win the national title. What do you got? Let me see in the chat who you have. Gearhead, what up? What's going on? Good to see you. Richard says, be back. Coffee refill time. All right, he's going to need it. What's up? What's up, D, as well? Bobby is here, too. Good to see everybody. Venom says it just sucks because I'm Mount West guy. Go Pokes, Wyoming. They root for Notre Dame and Nebraska and Crichton. So there is that. I saw that. Yes, I saw that. So let me see your predictions in the chat here. Go Gators. Venom says, car enthusiast, Gators 80-60. Plush, still upset about your Duke. Mark says Gators 87-73. What else you guys got? Let me see in the chat, y'all. Let me see in the chat. Are they doing the national anthem? Let's see.
The presentation of the colors is provided by the Armed Forces Joint Color Guard. Joining them on the court are Joint Base San Antonio's military ambassadors. And now, please welcome local singer, songwriter, and retired Air Force Master Sergeant Robert Carter for the singing of our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting Robert Carter, outstanding work as we get set here.
Sorry about that. I was on mute. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with us, guys. Appreciate all the love. And we're going to have a good time tonight. We'll see if we can get some folks in here. There's a lot of bots trying to show the game, but they're not going to. But we're going to have a good time no matter what. We're going to bring you the best play-by-play here on YouTube. And we're going to have fun calling the game. So looking forward to it. Everybody get your last picks in here. Get your last picks in before it's time to go playing some basketball. I think there's too many commotions before they start the college basketball games. Yeah. I just hope it's a good game too. Me, John, I hope so too. I think it's a back and forth game. I think so. I don't hope it's not a blowout. We don't want that. We want a good game. So I guess I'm pulling for Florida. Hard to say that Vols for life. Go Big Orange, Gearhead. That's right, man. I'm going to represent the SEC, y'all. Bring the champ, bring the natty back to the SEC, baby. Let's do it. I called for the Gators. I thought watching the Gators 3 times, they were going to be hard to beat. When I saw them in the SEC, in the SEC tournament for that last time, I was like, yeah, this team's pretty good. Yep, good game. So it just means more, bucking what's going on. In the NBA, they just start the game, even if it's the championship. Yeah. So they got the game going here. They're going to introduce all the players. The lights are out, and we're ready to have some fun. But thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, y'all. We appreciate it. Oh. Yeah, those guys they look like they're like 40 years old, right? They look like they're 40 years old. But thank you guys for hanging out here. My name is CeeLo. If you're just new to us, make sure you hit that subscribe as well. We'll be back next year for college basketball again, like we have been. Looking forward to that. So, there's no bots in basketball. That's right. Venom drop Bigfoot, dropping those Gators, baby. We have lots of emojis, guys. Your members that are here, have fun with the emojis tonight. We're gonna have a good time. The 40-year-old Gators. I don't know, man. Clayton Jr., if he puts up 30 tonight, I think they're gonna win. Condon, he's got to have a big game down low. He can't. The Condon and Shinu cannot let them get in the middle like they were letting Auburn doing it. But they finally shot it down. Shinu, the big center down low, man. He could do it. Ruben Shinu, the center. Final score prediction. I got the Gators. Let me see your predictions. Anybody else get your last predictions in the chat here? Last predictions in the chat. Let me hear you. Let me hear you.
To guide and help protect you.
Rooting for Florida on behalf of Shonda Dixon. Oh, yes. Mountain Billy, Dr. Dixon, he was always in our chat watching the races with us. So, yeah, I sent a little message over there in their thing there. But, yep, crazy stuff. Dr. Dixon. That's horrible. Horrible stuff. Dime Entertainment, what's going on? He says Gators. Lots of Gator fans in here tonight, y'all. Lots of Gator fans. If you're coming in, hit that like for us, please. We're going to need it tonight. Definitely going to need it tonight. Yep. Florida by 10, Chad says. Good to see you, Florida. Florida by 10, Chad says. My birthday come up April 12th. 5 more days, Cowboys fan. Happy birthday early, buddy. But I'm going 75-70, 75-70, Florida. 75-70 is the score. 75-70. Florida by 4. Okay. All right, everybody's picking Florida here. Tiff has the under at 140. All right. So what I say it was, the over under right now is 140.5. So yeah, so 140.5. Let me pause that. 140.5. So I'm going 75-70. I'm going over. I'm going on the over. Rest in peace, Dr. Dixon. That's right. I bet you were happy 11-1 yesterday. I was, man. Did you not hear my excitement in my voice when he was winning? Go Gators. Gators by 5. Daryl, awesome. Everybody's taking Gators. 80-3 Gators. All right, car enthusiast, what's up, man? Good to see you as well. Appreciate you being here. But if Dreyer gets going, if Cryer gets going, man, Cryer and Uzon get going and Roberts down low, it might be over for the sore throat CeeLo. Yeah, you can hear it in my voice. Talking a lot. CeeLo, do you cover the College World Series baseball? No, I tried that last year and I got kicked out. So I kicked off the air. So I'm not even trying that. Not even trying it. It's going to be a monthly Python skit of Houston gets eaten by the crocodile contest. That's funny. Todd Golden, 3rd season as the Gators coach. 11th season for the head coach of the Houston Cougars, Kelvin Sampson. Not a lot of people like him for some reason. I don't know why. I can't believe they let Duke lose. They tried giving them the foul shots. They did. They kept on missing. They kept on missing. All right, so it is going to be fun, y'all. We're looking forward to it. Gators 100-90. Wow, if Houston lets up, Houston's not going to score 90 points. I tell you that right now. They're not going to score 90 points. How many commercials before the game starts? There's one. There's one. Because Sampson did some creepy stuff when he was coaching Indiana. Okay. Didn't know that, Taterhead, but thanks for letting me know. You're always helping me out with information. Always giving me the info. Taterhead, been hanging with us all season, college basketball, Tennessee Volunteers. We started early this year, earlier than normal. Well, we started, I think, in the Baha Mar Classic, I think it was. Went all the way through. 43 likes. We're trying to get to 50. Help us out. 50 likes. 7 more to go to 50. We'd love to get to 50 likes here tonight on our channel for college basketball. See what we can do. The Florida Auburn game, we had a huge crowd, y'all. It was crazy. We had a huge crowd in here. So maybe we'll get them all back here in a second. I got Houston 87-83. Bright Wolf, good to see you, buddy. One less commercial than too many now. That's how many commercials. Got their first commercial in after the things. What's up, bots? Go ahead and take care of those guys. Just go ahead and hide them, y'all, at one shot. Bright Wolf nailing them. Pew, 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 pew. Just taking them off left and right. Taking them off left and right.
All right, thank you, Kevin. I spoke with Florida assistant Corey McCray on the court just before tip-off. He says, look, they expect a physical game.
One less commercial. Here we go. We're going to have tip-off. Are y'all ready? I'm ready. The Gators in all blue. The Cougars in all white. The Gators are going to go right to left. The tip-off right now. Let's play basketball. All right, Houston gets the tip. They're going right to left. Come on, ESPN. Here we go. Back underneath the bottom of the baseline. Uzon. Back inside is Roberts. Roberts backing it up on Condon. I can't wait for this matchup tonight. Roberts spins. Nothing. And the ball's out of bounds already. And it's going to be the Gators ball. Let's go. What's up, Kelly? Good to see you. Come on, ESPN. You going to turn on your website or what? We're trying to play basketball here. 19:34 to go. Roberts was trying to manhandle Condon. Condon wasn't letting it happen. 2:34 to go here. 2:34. I was about to say 19:40 to go. I don't know where that came from. They got rid of that pretty quick. Get tippy. All right, here we go. Clayton Jr. walking it up the court, going left to right to Condon, back to Martin, back to Richard, back to Clayton Jr. He hands it back to Condon to the top of the baseline. Clayton with a big 3 NBA style, and it goes out of bounds. It's going to be Houston ball. Just waiting on the ESPN to just do something here. Let me refresh it. Maybe that'll work.
First play of the game is ISO for Jawan Roberts on
There we
the
go.
block. Nice job there by Alex Condon. Not giving
Here we
the
go.
left hand. You make him counter to
Oh,
the
not
weak
not
side.
racing.
In and out, and Florida gets a stop on the first play.
Not racing.
Cougars have yet to inbound. There is a question with the clock. They're now resetting it. 19:40. It had run off of 6 additional seconds.
All right, here we go.
Junior is going to bring this one.
Clayton down here. 2-0 is the score. Houston.
Handoff on the dribble to Wilson.
Clayton double teaming already on him. Sharp was on him. Condon with the ball, top of the baseline. It is Martin inside to Condon. Condon spins, backs up into the paint, looking for a shot, trying to get it out, pushes it back out to Martin. 3. Brick. Rebound is Uzan. Here comes Uzan and the Houston Cougars. Back to Sharp at the bottom of the baseline. Sharp back to Uzan. Uzan looking here. Top of the point for Uzan. Looking, coming out for the screen. Uzan looking, trying to get another 3. Nope, backs it out to Sharp. Sharp throws it up, and he misses. Sharp with those key 3s against Duke the other night. And there's another quick rebound for Houston again. 3 rebounds quickly, offensive rebounds. Sharp to the basket. He gets stuffed. It's Gators ball. Gator ball here, walking it down. Condon with the fast break. Slammer jammer. There's the Gators. They finally get on the board. It's 2-2. But 2 offensive rebounds already by Houston doing their thing. Sharp back to Uzan to the bottom of the baseline. Coming out, trying for a block for Roberts. And there's a turnover. Though he gets it back. Uzan gets it back. Condon almost had it. Here comes Uzan. On to the top of the baseline. He goes to the basket. He throws it up. And it's good. Houston up 4-2. 4-2 Houston. 17:33 to go inside to Condon. And does he gets fouled? Foul's going to be on Roberts. And Condon's going to go to the line for some free throws. Thanks, y'all, for hanging. Appreciate you being here. 17:30 to go here. 4-2 is the score. Trying to get to 60 likes now. We're at 50. The 6'11 sophomore Condon at the line to shoot. Good on the first one. 4-3 is the score. 4-3 is the score. Condon has scored more already than the last. Yeah, remember he got held scoreless against Auburn for most of the game. He had only 1 point for most of the game. Condon 6.2 average in this tournament. So you can tell he's already frustrated at the line. Condon here throws it up. Good. It is 4-4 is the score. 4-4 is the score here. All right. Here we go with Cryer walking it up, going left to right. Houston ball. He gives it to Uzan. Uzan needs to stay out of foul trouble as he got into foul trouble earlier. Cryer at the bottom of the baseline. He fakes the 3. He gives it to Roberts. Roberts going into the paint, hooks it in. And is it going to be a ball on the ground? Florida ball. Richard becomes up with it. He gives it to Clayton. Clayton back down to the Richard. Richard looking inside to Shanu, and that's going to be a foul. Foul on Tugler. Tugler's first. Foul on Tugler. CeeLo game is on local channel 5. Yes, I'm watching it there too as well. Houston coming off a win. It's actually Florida ball here now. Florida gets it in, gives it to Martin. Martin fakes the 3. He goes to the basket, goes up for the slam, and gets rejected twice by Roberts. And the ball's going to be for Houston. It's 4-4 with 16:56 to go. Houston should have got a Lego screen. They checking guys. That's Haterhead says. But Martin tried to go up for the one-handed jam that he's been known for this whole tournament, and he got stuffed. Houston ball here. Cryer inside. He gets it in to Wilson, and it's 6-4. 6-4 is the score. 16:35 to go. Here comes the Gators. All blue in right and left. Going inside to Shanu with a big slam. Shanu with the big slam. And there's Wilson down on the ground in the paint, but Shanu ties it up at 6 with a big slam. Clayton finds Shanu inside for the big slam. Help us out, y'all. With that like, hit that subscribe for sure.
Tugler meets him at the summit there. Martin gets caught on the rim, and the second time, no different. Houston's defense getting it done inside. And now running it up the floor on a bounce.
All right, 6-6 is the score. 4 blocks in the national semi game against Duke. Tugler doing his thing here tonight as well. Who's on with the ball? Tugler comes out for the screen. He hands it back to, tried to get it to Uzan. He couldn't. Tugler goes to the basket. He tries for the slam and misses it. But then there's Roberts with the offensive rebound. And now here's Florida. Florida gets it. Here comes Clayton Jr. He loses the ball. That's a turnover. Number 1 for Florida. Cryer quickly 3. Brick. Rebound. Houston again. Wow. Sharp with the 3. Brick. Florida with the rebound with Richards. He hands it to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. ollie loop all the way up down the basket. And good. That's Hamlogan. He's in this game with his first 2 points of the night. And Logan with 2.7 points per game. He's already got 2. All right, here we go. Spin move for Sharp. Sharp's with the shot. He's good. A little jumper from the bottom of the baseline. And it's good. It's 8-8. 15-14 to go here. Clayton Jr. walking it up, going right to left. Clayton Jr. to the point. He finds... he's trying to be fancy and trying to get it to Martin. He throws it out of bounds. Hit that like. We're trying to get to 70 likes. Help us out, yo, with those likes, please. It's our last game for college basketball tonight.
That's the third time, Kevin, where we've seen the Houston defense just not get back. Credit the Florida guards. They are looking up the floor, but these bigs for the Gators doing their job by running. Sharp pivots, turnaround 2 is good in the right corner, and that ties this game.
All right, out of bounds is for Houston's going to get the ball back here as Clayton trying to get it to Martin at the top of the baseline and threw it away. Houston by 2. M. Hammer, what's going on? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. I was way behind. Sorry about that, y'all. Way behind. Mods hitting it tonight. Hitting it tonight with those bots. Thank you, guys. Thanks so much for hanging out with us. My name is CeeLo. On the Go with CeeLo is our YouTube channel. We do college basketball here during the college basketball season. Big Tennessee Volunteer fan. We'd love for you to hang out. Hit that subscribe. Hit that like. Trying to get 100 likes tonight. That's our goal. 100 likes. We're halfway there already. We're halfway there already. Our last call of the year. TV timeout. Under 16. Ira says CeeLo for president. No, CeeLo doesn't want any of that. All right, let me go back here. 2 number 1 seeds going for the national title here. Condon with 4, Shanu with 2. On the other side, Tugler with 4, Uzan with 2, and Sharp with 2. Cougars shooting a 30.8%. 30.8%. Florida at 42%. Neither team has hit a 3 yet. Neither team has hit a 3. Come on, Gators. Don't want to hear Balkley. Balkley. Good there. We're good on all our stuff here. What do you think of the start of this game, y'all? Only 2 turnovers already for the Gators. Remember what I talked about? The Gators could not turn the ball over, and they've done turned it over already twice. Cannot turn the ball over. If Kelvin Sampson wins, he'll be the oldest head coach to win a national championship of all time. And if Todd Golden, the Florida coach, 39, he'll be the youngest coach to win a national championship since Jimmy V of 37 years old. Emily, what's up? Good to see you. From yes, no. Old men are warming up. They are.
For Florida, and it's Walter Clayton
Appreciate you
Jr.
hanging out. 15:05 to go here. 15:05 to go. 8 is the score. Uzan with the ball. Back to Roberts. Back to Sharp. Back to Uzan. Uzan at the top of the point. Aberdeen back in there now for the ball for the Gators. And a big slam. Is that Wilson with a big slam inside? And this is what they did. Let Auburn go inside, and that's not going to be a working. It's 10-8. Here we go. Hambogen back to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. inside to Hambogen. He dropped the ball. Martin's got it at the bottom of the baseline. Al's in there. He shoots it, and air ball. Here's Houston. Houston with the ball, walking it up the court. Cryer to Sharp. Sharp with a big three. He cannot hit the ball. Here's a rebound by Aberdeen. Aberdeen walking it down the court. Walking up to Clayton. Clayton Jr. to the point. He shoots a big three. Why are we shooting? And a rebound for Hal. And it's 10-10. Why are they shooting 3-point shots from NBA range? There's no reason for it. 10-10 is the score. Cryer with the ball at the top of the point. Cryer looking inside to Roberts. Roberts, the bottom of the baseline. Howell on him. Roberts spins, goes to the back, shoulders it in, spins, turns around a hook, and no good. The ball out of bounds. It's still going to be Houston ball. Houston ball here. Appreciate you hanging. 10-10 is the score. Wilson had a big old slam over. It was 5, not Wilson. Who was 5? We learned 5 really quick. Player stats. Houston. 5 is Francis. Sorry about that. 8 is Wilson. 5 is Francis. So Howell's going to inbound it here to Aberdeen. 13:43 to go. It's Florida ball. Roberts is going to come off the court. He's got his first personal foul of the night. Tugler with one as well. All right, here's Aberdeen walking it down. He's at the top of the point. He gives it to Howell. Howell back to Hambogen. Back to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. He loses it. Oh, he tried to get to Aberdeen. Howell thinks about shooting a free from the point. He goes to the basket, and there's another turnover. That's another Florida turnover. That's number 3. Here we go. Uzan. Back to Cryer. Cryer at the top of the baseline. There's a screen. Cryer with the 3. Air ball. Rebound. Houston. Wow. Did he step out of bounds? He said he stepped out of bounds. Stepped out of bounds. Uzan. Do you want me to be my friend? Do you want me to be my friends? Friends? Yes or no? Emily, you're the best. Here we go. 13:12 to go. Looks like Condon's checking back in, and Martin is checking out for the Gators. 10-10 is the score. 13:12 to go. Thanks for being here, y'all. Thanks for hanging out with us here tonight. 13-12. I'm not sure what's going on with the Gators' mind here, trying to shoot these NBA-style threes from way out and not even getting their feet set. Clayton Jr. to Hall. Back to Clayton Jr. Clayton takes it to the top of the baseline. Looking here slowly. Condon comes out for the screen. He gives it to Howell. Why Clayton Jr.? Clayton Jr. shooting them from NBA range, way outside. You are not an NBA player, man. I'm not sure why they're doing that. Here we go. This big screen for the Cougars. And it's Uzan with the ball. Uzan trying to get to Sharp. He gets it to Cryer. Cryer goes to the point, gives it back to Uzan. Uzan now. He goes. Shot clock at 9. Condon blocks him. Uzan to the basket. And a jumper. Good. It's 12-10. 12-10 is the score. 12:20 to go. Here's Hal bringing it down. He gives it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen to the point. He gives it to Condon. Condon tries to get away. Double teaming on Condon. Condon gives it to Clayton Jr. Hands it to Hal. Inside to Condon. Back out. 3 for Richard. And it's a foul. What is it going to be? What happened there? Not sure if it was all travel or what, but that basket did not count. It's 12-10. Lots of red in the crowd tonight, y'all. Lots of red in the crowd. Another turnover by the Gators. That's number 4. Here we go. I told you guys, they cannot turn the ball over. Uzan with the ball, walking at the court. Aberdeen meets him at half court. 11 comes out for the screen. That's Tugler. Uzan there, top of the baseline. He gets it to Tugler at the point. Tugger hands it to 23. That's Cernu. And he gets the ball to the bottom of the baseline. Sticks on the shot clock. He needs to get rid of it. He hands it to Cryer. Through, that's Wilson. And it's another crazy NBA three. He had to get rid of it. It's the Gators ball. Clayton puts it right down the court, top of the baseline. He gives it to Sunu, and there's another turnover. That's number 5. Here's Uzin with the ball, top of the point. Uzin now inside, trying to back outside, top of the baseline, 3. Brick. Scoreless from the three-point line for both teams. 0%. One shooting 30, one shooting 31. This is sloppy basketball. Condon. Or it's good defense, one or the other. Aberdeen with the ball. Condon comes out for the screen. Aberdeen gets around, goes to the point. He charges to the basket. Jumper at the line. Brick. Rebound, Houston. That's Roberts with the rebound. Uzan slowly walking up. 0 for 10 from 3. Stop shooting. Exactly. Uzan. And they're shooting NBA threes. And that's even worse. Uzan. He hands it to Roberts. Roberts manhandles Condon and puts a shoulder to him. And he hits the basket. It's 14-10. 14-10. Aberdeen all over. Down the bottom of the baseline. Scoring drought for the Gators. Now 3 minutes and 49 seconds. And they've turned the ball over 4 times. And is that going to be a foul? Foul on Tugler. And it's an official TV timeout under 12. And another timeout. Thanks for hanging with us tonight. Giving you the call. Our best call we can give you. I hope we're having a good time tonight. I hope you guys are enjoying our call on the play. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe, y'all. We're trying to get some more subscribers here. 31,060. We'll try 600. That's what we want tonight. 31,600. If you're coming in, hit that like too. We're trying to get to 70 likes. 70 likes is our next goal on our sub count and our likes. Let's go. Get it 10 up to go. CeeLo, rain on Friday. Oh, that's not good. All right. Both teams scoreless from the three-point line. Both teams shooting horrible 3 shots. I mean, no feet set, nothing. And Mason Howard says, yeah, Duke should have made it. Hey, says, go Gators, go. What's going on? David says, good talking over there. And Lou, man. What's up, man? Lou, man. Good to see you, buddy. Sloppy Joe's on the court. Cole Trickle. Sloppy Joe's on the court. But it is a quite crazy game so far. Both teams just kind of trying to feel it out. Feel it out. Thanks for that sub, y'all. Appreciate that. Thanks so much for the sub. 68 likes. We're trying to get to 70. And if we get to 100, that would be awesome before the first half. Can you guys get us to 100 likes before the first half? That would be awesome too as well. But official TV timeout. Both of these coaches have to tell these kids, slow it down. Houston's still going inside. Florida allowing them to go inside. This was exactly what Auburn did to them. They went inside, and Florida allowed it. Duke should have made it, Plush says. Plush still hurting, bro. Still hurting. Broke my heart listening to Cooper Flagg do his post-game interview, man. It was heartbreaking. I don't know. That might just make him want to come back. I don't know, though. We all talked about that. I think he is gone to the NBA, man. No reason to stick around. I mean, you know you want to win a championship, but if Duke was here, there would have been a lot more people watching this game. Sure. Exactly. Where's the 7-9 guy for where's that 7-9 guy for the Gators, right? Yeah, they said they have. What up, George? Good to see you, man. See your boy win yesterday. Yes, sir. Back to back, man. I wish he would have said I wish he would have said Young Money. I want to thank Young Money. That would have been hilarious. Looks like a beautiful night in San Antonio. But the Gators down by 4 here in this national championship game.
Look at the shot diet. I mean, 21-12 field goal advantage for Houston. That's a big deal.
Y'all mods out. Speed me no matter.
He's a guy that does foul a lot. Second in the Big 12 in personal fouls per game.
14-10 is the score. 11 against the world, baby. That's right.
You're talking about help defense, pick and roll defense, rim protection, all that sitting next to Kelvin Sampson. Speaking of
Here comes Young Money.
What did he have to say?
All right. 39.9 3-point field goal percentage this season leads the NCAA.
You got a lot of players whose nerves
Houston will take away. There's another turnover by the Gators. Houston and Wilson's in. Another turnover by the Gators, man. 16-10. 10:05 to go. All right, Aberdeen walking it up. He gets it to the... Can't believe he turned it over. It's crazy. 6 turnovers now by the Gators. And it's a 6-point lead. There's the difference in this game. Chanu at the top of the baseline. He hands it to Martin. Martin's been scoreless. Condon with the 3. And he misses the 3. Good gosh. Ball is scrambling there at the bottom of the court. Chanu gets it. He gives it to Richard. Richard fakes the 3, shoots it again, and there it is. The first 3 for the Gators. Richard from the bottom of the baseline. It's 16-13. 9:26 to go. Houston going left to right. Cryer with the ball. Cryer to the point. He gives it to 23. Back to Cryer. Francis with the ball in the paint. Francis spins. Nice little move and gets it in. Nice little move for Francis. It's 18-13. 9:05 to go. Here comes the Gators. Back inside. Richard shoots it. I'm going to shoot it again. And there's another one. Richard's on fire, man. Richard hit one. He hit another. 18-16 to go. Richard now with 6 points, both from outside the line. Here we go. Cryer. He hands it to Roberts. Roberts back to Cryer. Inside to Francis. Francis, fake little move on Chanu. Spins up, turns it in, and then off the backboard is a score. It's 20-16. 8:30 to go. The Gators now possession. Richard hands it to Condon. Condon to Martin. Martin almost loses it. Back inside to Condon. Fakes outside. Thought about going in. He fakes it out. Almost lost it again. The boys are not doing good on the ball control. Richard at the point. He calls Condon to do a screen. Back to Condon. Condon spins. He doesn't know where to go. Richard shoots another 3. Brick. Man, oh man. Crazy stuff. Stop passing the ball to Condon, Ira says. Stop passing the ball. Stop shooting the 3. Houston still scoreless from the 3-point line. Florida finally put 2 in with Richard. Here comes Cryer. Cryer walking it up court. Underneath, top of the point. And there's a turnover. Here comes Richard. Richard to the basket. Throws it up. And a foul. No. Another turnover. That was an offensive. Sharp to the basket. Sharp throws it up. And out of bounds. Florida ball. 7:42 to go. 7:42 to go. 6. Mark Martin. What? Both teams are sloppy with the ball. They are, Kelly. They are. Sharp tried to get it in, but he lost it and went out of bounds on a fast break there. But the key story in this first half right now is the Gators, which we talked about in the pregame, that the Gators could not turn the ball over. And that's what they have done. They have turned the ball over now 7 times in the first half, and they're shooting 37% from the field. So that is the key here. That's the story of this first half. The Gators turning the ball over again like they did against Auburn, but somehow the reason why Florida won against Auburn is because Auburn started playing crappy in the second half and started turning the ball over as well. But if Houston does not turn the ball over, this is going to be over quick. Richard and Chanu have 3 points. Richard has, he should have 6. He should have 6. because he shot 2 3-pointers. So they haven't updated that yet. He should have 6. He had 2 3-point shots. 72 likes. We're trying to get to 80 likes. Help us hit that like and hit the subscribe, y'all. We'd love to get some more subscribers here for next year. And we have a lot of other stuff that we do on this channel. If you're watching, we love NASCAR here. We do all the NASCAR races, and starting tomorrow, and then tomorrow, we're going to be bringing in the Atlanta Braves game tomorrow against the Philadelphia Phillies tomorrow on our channel too as well. So make sure you guys are hitting that like, hitting that subscribe, and come back next year for some more college basketball SEC style for sure on our channel. Has anyone so far liked the street ball been called? Yeah, it's street ball for sure. Back and forth. NASCAR the Master this week. Yeah, we got Bristol this week, y'all. I would love to see Houston win this, Austin says. George says, man, what a week this game and the Masters and Bristol. Yeah, it's going to be good some stuff. Apple turnover. Who's going to eat it contest. Where's my cup? I got my SunTrust Park. Bristol, baby. Oh, heckin' yeah, Bristol. Yeah, Bristol, baby. It's going to be fun. Texas Rangers are 0-5. Or losing 5-0 or 0-5. No, they've won a game, haven't they? All right.
On weight loss medications and other prescriptions at
Mercy Rangers. I'm a UT fan, even though I went to UNLV back in the 90s. Running Rebs. Austin, yeah, I remember them. What's his name? The bald guy, the coach. What was his name? He was in the Final Four, man. They were good at that time. Those guys, now you talk about old. You talk about old looking. Those guys for UNLV, they look like they were like 45 years old out there. What's up, the world according to Nate? Good to see you, man. Appreciate you being here. Tark, yeah, Tark. Yeah, George, Tark. All right, here we go. This is going to be interesting. Clayton, Howard inside, gives it to Hambogen. Hambogen trying to get it inside to Martin. Good. Found it, back door. It's 2018, 7:25 to go. 7:25 to go, and this is Wilson. He hands it to Roberts. Howell on him. Roberts like, oh, fresh meat. Spin move, and he gets fouled. Foul is going to be on Howell, and Roberts is going to go to the line to shoot 2. Shoot 2 for Roberts. Grandma was funny. That was funny, Austin. Grandma. Juwan Roberts, 2 points. He's got 1 foul already. Tugler's got 2. Roberts to the line. Good.
Whose 2 free throws on Saturday are a big reason why the Cougars are in this position to play for their first national championship.
Hit that like, trying to get to 80 likes, y'all. 80 likes. 7:13 to go here in this first half.
To have 1,000 points and 1,000 rebounds in his
career, up. And no good. Missed that second free throw. Howell gets it, hands it to Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. walking it up. Underneath, trying to find someone. He hands a Hoboken back to Martin. Richard back to Martin. Martin at the point. He's been kind of held check. Nothing going on. Clayton inside to the bottom of the baseline. He calls Hoboken out. He goes at the top of the baseline to Richard. Richard fakes the 3. He hands it inside to Hoboken. Inside to Howell. And there's a block. And there's going to be a foul. Florida turnover. That's number 8. No, it wasn't a foul. It was a Florida turnover. That's number 8 for the Gators. 8 turnovers. Here we go. Wilson. They're passing too much down low as well. Pryor with the ball, top of the baseline. 7 field goals, 8 turnovers. 3 for Sharp. Brick, he misses the 3 too. Houston is cold from the outside. Clayton to the point. Clayton looking. Bottom of the baseline. Inside. Back out to Richard. Bottom of the baseline. Good. He's got another 3. Richard with another one. He's got 9 points.
They're going to give them just 30 on the shot clock, Robbie. Here's Clayton underneath. It goes.
9 points for Richard.
That three will fall again. Will Richard with another triple.
Richard, what's up, Big Wade? Good to see you. Wilson with the ball, top of the base. That's Cryer. Sorry, Cryer 3. Oh, Cryer with a half-court shot. God, Cryer, 24-21. Clayton with the ball. Clayton looking inside to Howell. Howell to the basket. Dishes into Hamilton and a block. Cryer to Sharp to Wilson. Slam. Wow. Wow. 26-21. They're running with the Gators. And Sharp's all fired up. He's all fired up. Wow, that was pretty. That was pretty. Wow. Sharp to Wilson. Slammer jammer. And the Houston Cougars like, we are here to play. We can run with these Gators. My goodness. 5:17 to go. 5:17 to go. The lead is 5. Clayton shoots it up and he misses. He's not getting those easy shots like he was in the last game where he could just shoot it wherever he wanted. Cryer to the basket. Outside Wilson. 3. And off the backboard. And another one. Wilson with the big 3. 29-21. Clayton hands it to Chanu. Chanu back to the bottom with Martin. Martin at the top of the baseline. Back to Condon. Condon back inside. And it's travel. Another turnover. Another one. Is the big lights getting to the Gators, or are they exhausted from this game against Auburn, which was a hand-me-down, big beat-up for both teams? Houston's rolling on that train. He didn't call bank on that 4. That's right, Menace. He didn't call bank. That doesn't count. He should have said bank. Yeah, that's funny. Condon another turnover. Bench him. Man. Thanks so much for hanging out with us, y'all. 20% from the 3 for Houston. 30% from the 3 for the Gators. 38% from the field. Do you sport bet, CeeLo? No. No way. Not at all. Thanks, Menace. Hit that like, y'all. Trying to get to 100 likes. If y'all can help us to 100 likes before the half. Get us to 100 likes before the half, and maybe we'll get some more folks in here. Yeah, no way I bet on sports. No way. No way.
Together, stays together. At least that was the plan. And except now, the desert confirm your connection. Oh, wait, what? Right, man. Rooms 201 and 709. No, we cannot be 5 floors away from our kids. The doors are double locked, so
we're not in the search at all.
where you say.
See if we're in the search. Florida doing what they've done almost every game. They'll come back. You're right, Mike. You're right about that. They've done everything that they've done every game. They just gotta hope that Houston starts playing crappy, and that's just exactly what happened against Auburn. They had like these god awful amount of turnovers, but then Auburn start turning the ball over. So that's another key.
IIHS Top Safety Award, Top Safety Pick Plus Awards, Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
All about playing the right, committing to playing the right way. Really fine. What Coach Donovan wanted of you. No way you would have done it last year back to back. I remember how you were. I was really glad we went to Miami.
All right, here we go. I had Duke winning it all, and Houston put them out. So yeah, I don't bet on sports. Exactly, Austin.
Time for us, and I felt like we were
Florida just plays better from behind. I hope these officials never work again. But it's a Florida timeout here, so hopefully the coach is gonna get into them a little bit. 8 for 21 from the field for Florida. 9 turnovers. Crazy stuff.
Todd Golden is trying to win national championship for Florida first time.
Hope these officials never work again, Tater says.
What's impressed you the
He's
most
got
about
these.
the Florida Gator
I mean,
team, which has been able to
earlier in
come
this
back
game, Florida was taking threes that they did not need to take. I mean, Clayton Jr., unless he's like, hey, I'm going to the NBA, I better practice from shooting out here. He's got 0 points tonight. There's another story. They have held Clayton to 0. You know what's funny? They called over back last game on Cooper flag, but Houston been off the back of his game and never been caught. All right, Uzum with the ball. Uzum at the top of the plate. He goes up, throws it up, shoots. Is that a double dribble? How's that not a double dribble? The ball underneath. Condon just steals it away from 23. And here's Florida. That was weird. Back inside to Richard. Back Chanu. Back to Condon. Back to Martin at the top of the point. Back to inside. Found the back door to Condon. And he finally did something there. 29-23. Condon's got more points than he did in the last 2 games. 6 points for Condon, 2 for 3 from the field. Wilson hands it to Cryer. Cryer comes out, the 13 comes out for the screen. Cryer again, back outside. Wilson with the 3. Brick. And rebound. No, ball's out of bounds. And it's going to be Florida ball. And there's a TV timeout under 5 at 3:41 to go on this game. 29-23, 3:41 to go. 78 likes. Help us get to 100. Help us out to 100 likes, y'all. 100 likes. Thanks for getting us to 560. We're 40 away from 31,600. 40 away. If you guys are enjoying that call, like I said, this is always faster. I can never do anything about that. But I took that away one time, and then people started complaining that it wasn't live. So. Tiff says snack break, pizza, popcorn, Garrett's of course, and puppy chow. I had some of that. Thank you, Tiff. Everybody tell Tiff thank you for the 5 super chats. Tomorrow, Braves, Phillies, y'all. Braves, Phillies in 3D. Hopefully the 3D works tomorrow. Braves, Phillies in 3D tomorrow, Kevin. Braves, Phillies. Then we're going to take Wednesday off, and then we'll be back Thursday for another game, and then Friday night trucks, Saturday NASCAR, Sunday NASCAR. So we'll take Wednesday off. We're at a commercial break right now, guys. Commercial break. Feeding the kitties at the half, Mad Steve says. Puppy chow, please tell me you don't put puppy chow on your pizza. Puppy chow. So it's a long time out here. It's a long time out. It adds to the crunch, Cole. It adds to the crunchy crust.
I'm so glad. No time to wait.com.
Let's go boogity, boogity, boogity. All right.
WhatsApp and catch all of camping broadcasts, including the frozen for this.
Puppy chow on an apple cinnamon dessert pizza. I see 82 likes. I would like this stream again, but YouTube has rules. I know, right? Thanks so much, guys, for the likes. Appreciate it.
To record just inspirational
All right, 23 or 29-23 Houston up here. 3:41 to go.
You should do that.
Old Jim Dance in the attendance tonight, watching his Cougars. Olajuwon as well, Houston. All right, here we go. Clayton with 0 points in this half. He had 34 against Auburn. Inside to Condon. Condon backing it up on Drawn Roberts, and Roberts blocks him, and Condon gets stuffed. The ball is going to go to Houston. That's not a. I guess that's not a turnover. Blocks him. Condon went up for the shot and blocked him. Roberts dominating Condon right here. Clayton inside. Oh, it was a Florida ball and a big three. Was that 2 or 3? Did he give him 3? Gave him 2. 29-25. A big shot by Martin from the left side. Big shot by Martin on the left side. Francis with the ball, top of the point for Houston. Houston quickly gets it. Uzan. Uzan back out there now. Uzan with the point down the bottom of the baseline. 10 on the shot clock. Got to do something here. Uzan gives it back outside. He's going to have to shoot something. 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 3. Brick. Rebound Condon. Here we go. Condon with the ball. He gives it to Clayton. Clayton crosses half court, walks it up. 10 for 24 for field goals here this half for Florida. Back to Chanu. He goes for the hook and he misses. And Francis with the rebound. Cryer walking it up. Now that's Wilson. Wilson zigzags to the line and no good. Condon with the rebound. Here comes Clayton. Clayton down the court. He goes coast to coast. He stops, dishes it back out to Condon. Condon gives it to Martin. Back to Condon. Condon goes to the basket. He gets smothered by 2 Houston Cougars. Finds Martin on the bottom of the baseline and misses the 3. Wilson with the rebound. He hands it to Cryer. Cryer walks it up. He's crossing half court, going left to right. Houston in all white. Red trim saying Houston on their jerseys. Back to Roberts. Back to Uzan. Uzan at the top of the baseline. Looking here. Uzan. Richard comes out on him. He finds Cryer at the point. Cryer jumper. Good. He hits it from the line. And Cryer puts it up 31-25 for the Cougs. Here goes Clayton. Back to Richard. Richard at the bottom of the baseline. He shoots a 3. Brick. Hits the front of the rim. And it's going to be Houston ball. Live and die by the 3 for the Gators. My goodness. I can see that being for dinner. He's still talking about the puppy chow. All right, Cougars ball. Richard walking it up. Cryer walking it up. Sorry, Cryer walking it up. 31-25. 2 for 12 for Houston. 3 for 12 for Florida from the 3-point line. Cryer, bottom of the baseline. He hands it to Roberts. Roberts puts his shoulder down, goes to the basket, and it's tipped out. And here's Clayton Jr. Clayton walking it up, running up. He hands it to Richard, bottom of the baseline, 3, and slams it down. A big 3 for Richards. Another one. How do you not talk about Puppy Chow? Richard now with 14 points for Richard, who's showing up here tonight where nobody else is. Here we go. Uzan with a timeout. Houston timeout with 34 seconds to go. And we're at 81 likes. Help us get to 100, y'all. Help us out. Help us out to 100 likes. Oh. Will Richard has half of the points for the Gators. Hit that sub right here, y'all. 31,560. Help us out with that. Hit the like as well. As we have 34 seconds left in this game. Clayton with 0 points. Something is not right. Well, I mean, his 3 out of his 4 shots, all 4 of his shots have come from way past the NBA line for 3. He has not been set. I'll take that back. The last one he shot was on the bottom of the baseline, and it was a quick shot. What's up, Pablo? Good to see you. Good to see you.
at robinhood.com/gold. 31-28 Houston.
31-28 is the score. 34 seconds left in this half. My 75-70 is still in the range of being prediction here. Uzan hands it to Roberts. Inbounds it, and now Uzan back to the point. 26 seconds, 15 on the shot clock. Francis, back to Cryer. Cryer, inside. Cryer, jumper three. Brick. What is the deal with these guys? Another three. Uzan, and air ball. God, two nasty threes. One by Cryer, one by Uzan, just shooting. And they're not even coming close to the basket. 2 for 14 from the line, from the three-point line for Houston. Clayton with only 2 points, or 0 points. Clayton 0. 0 for 4 for the field. He gives it to Richard. Richard fakes the three. He throws it up. And this time, does he get fouled? No, that's the end of the half. End of the half. Teddy says, go Houston. Appreciate you being here tonight. Thanks so much, guys, for hanging out with us. 31-28 is the score in San Antonio.
Halftime has arrived, and Houston leads 31-28 over the Florida Gators. A 3-point game, despite some charitably stated choppy basketball in that first half.
You could have made a lot of money if you said, hey, I think Walter Clayton's going to score 0 in the first half. Now, he has been dynamite in second halves. All it takes is one. But so
Gators,
far,
dropping the Gators.
Keeping him in check.
Totally Houston's.
All right, so this is right where Houston wants it. A low-scoring game. Their defense is showing. Gators can't do what they've been doing, running the court. They won't allow them. But Roberts, he's been dominating down low. He's only got 3 points, but he's got 4 rebounds. 3 for Uzan. And Condon's got 4, but he's 2 for 4 from the field. So that is that. Let's go to our halftime stats here.
Data to make the right tech. Don't make the same mistake with hiring for your small business.
All right, let me turn this off here so it's not so loud. All right, so halftime is here. Halftime. We're going through the stats at halftime. We'll do team stats and team stats and box scores, and we'll talk about whatever you want to talk about. Whew. Walden says Houston is that good. Tennessee was that good, just not on that night they played Houston. You're right. You're right about that. So, all right, here it is. So the Gators 11 for 29 from the field, 37%, and they are 4 for 14 from the three-point line. They are 28% from the three-point line, 2 for 2 from the free throw. They have 22 rebounds. 4 offensive, 18 defensive. They have 8 assists. They have 2 steals. They have 2 blocks. They have 9 total turnovers. On those 9 total turnovers, Houston has scored 4 points. Not enough. On the 2 turnovers Houston has of the half, the Gators have 2 points. 0 fast break points for the Gators, which they are been known for a whole bunch of those with turnovers. Points in the paint, 12. So they're doing their thing kind of down low. CeeLo, you stocked with fruit punch. You good? I'm good. I'm good. But thanks so much for hanging with us tonight. 87 likes. Let's see if we get to 100 before the second half. The Gators only led this game by 2 points for the whole half. Now here's your Cougars, 14 for 37 from the field, 37%. 2 for 14 from the three-point line. So both teams are hurting from the outside. Neither one of them. When they shoot the three, they're sloppy. The 3 3-point shots that were made by Richard were probably the best ones I've seen yet. 14% from the three-point line. So not good for Houston. Imagine if Houston was hitting these. This would be a blowout, y'all. 1 for 2 from the free throw. Nobody really fouling. The refs are letting them play. They're not really calling the fouls here. 19 rebounds, 8 offensive, 13 defensive. They have 3 assists, 4 steals, 5 blocks. They have 2 turnovers. Like I said, the Gators have 2 points. 4 fast break points. They have 14 points in the paint. They have 3 fouls, and their largest lead in this game has been 8. All right. They need to stop eating sloppy joes at the 3-point line. Exactly. All right, your leading point getter is Richard. He's got half of the Gators' points, 14. Wilson with 7. That is that. Wilson, never think that Wilson would be their top getter. He had a nice, pretty slam. Richard has got 5 rebounds. Oh, it's that time of night, y'all. It's that time of night. Rosillo gets tired. 4 for Francis on the rebounds. Clayton Jr. is leader in assists with 5, and Cryer assists with 2. Texas B-Fed. Wasn't Juwan Roberts on that team that beat Illinois in the second round a couple years ago? I don't know. Someone look that up. See where he transferred from, but looking pretty good. He looks like he's like 40 years old. All right. Box scores. Let's look at the Gators box score here. Condon, 2 for 4 for the field. 0 for 1 from the 3-point line. 2 for 2 for the free throw. He's got 4 rebounds. He's got 1 steal, 3 turnovers, though. And 6 points. Condon's got 3 of the turnovers. Incoming salmon hopper for Seal. I know, it's getting tired. Chanu's not really done anything. He's 1 for 2 from the field. He's got 2 rebounds, 2 points, 1 block. Real Richard, 5 for 8, 4 for 6 from the 3. He's keeping this team alive. Richard is keeping this team alive. If not, this is a blowout. 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal, 14 points for Richard. Clayton, the story of this game as well. Clayton, 0 for 4 for the field. That's 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. He's trying something. But the second half will be interesting to see what happens. He's got 2 rebounds. He's dishing the ball. He's got 5 assists. And Martin, he's 1 for 5. 0 for 2. 1 rebound and 2 points for Martin. So your 2 top guys against Auburn are a total combined of 2 points. During the Florida game against Auburn, I think they both had like 24 apiece. From the bench, Hal, 1 for 3, 2 points, 2 rebounds. And Logan, he's got 2 points. And Aberdeen, nothing. He's 0 for 1. All right. Here's the Cougars. 90 likes, 10 likes to go, y'all. Just a heads up. Oh, come on. I was missing you yesterday during the race. You're too lazy to make another account? Oh boy. Let's see here. Tugler, 2 for 2. I'm waiting for the second one because he can only do 2 at a time. He's not that talented. So just waiting on the second one. 2 for 2 for Tugler. 1 rebound, 1 steal, 2 personal fouls, 4 points. Roberts, 1 for 6, 1 for 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 2 blocks, 3 points. And Uzun has got 2 for 5, 0 for 2 from the 3-point line, 3 rebounds, 4 points. Sharp, 1 for 7 from the field, 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. So Sharp, who had that huge 3-point shot against Duke to bring it within like 3, is scoreless here with only has 2 points. So, and Sharp was huge against us too. Remember, he had those 2 big 3-point shots against Tennessee, but he's 0 for 4 from the 3-point line. Cryer, 2 for 6 from the field, 1 for 5 from the 3-point line. He's got 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and 5 points. Francis, 6 points. He's 3 for 4. Off the bench, he's got 4 rebounds. So Francis doing his thing. And 7 points for Wilson. So Francis and Wilson off the bench doing their thing. Florida is a second half team. We'll see what happens, OJ. We'll see what happens. 91 likes. Thanks, guys. Thank you so much. All right, so that's it. That is it. That's all I got. Predictions for the second half? Predictions for the second half? Anybody? Anybody got second chance points? Yeah, Lou. They've had tons of second chance points. The offensive rebounds, key early in the game, were key for Houston. 31-28 at the half. I think Gators will come back. Will they go on a run? That's the question. Can they go on a run? Oh boy. Florida by 3, Ira says. Florida by 3. Too small of a channel, I guess. All right. Florida takes lead but loses 61-63. Florida takes lead but loses 63-61. Do you think they get into the 70s? Do you think they get into the 70s? That's the question. Ira says no. The defense of the Cougars is really showing out here. Showing they're keeping the Gators from doing what they want. I told you. So predictable. So predictable. All right. That's all I got, y'all. Just gotta wait for the second half now. See what this has got going on here. Nope. They're gonna have to start wearing bell bottoms if you get into the 70s. Ooh. 31-28. Jack in the Box jumbo player looks disgusting. Gross. No thanks with some Jack in the Box. No thanks. Hmm.
It's every team to play through. Life's a trip. Take the most of it.
Y'all coming back in here for the second half, y'all. Getting ready. Getting ready.
The screen from Francis. He'll launch a three top of the key, and it's good. It drops down softly into the twine. 24-21 Houston. First made three of the night for the Cougars.
One girl, one world. What's up?
Off to Hauk. Hauk will drive, dumps it to Handlogging. Oh, his shot blocked right out of his hands by Francis. Sharp, the lob to the rim and a two-hand flush. Malik Wilson, the alley-oop. 26-21 Houston. Really the stretch of that first half where Houston pulled away by 8, but they only scored 3 points over the final 4.5 minutes in Florida, thanks to Will Richards' 14. Climbed back in 31-28 at that. You know, Nick Bott, Florida Gator football games, they have a tradition. They sing Tom Petty, who's a Gainesville native. They sing I Won't Back Down. That's kind of what it feels like their bigs have to do here in the second half. They better take it to Houston.
Yes, absolutely. And that's obviously how it has to be every time you're taking on a team like Houston. And so have to hang in there. I thought they battled more as the second half wore on.
You're nervous? We'll see what happens in the second half.
Walter Clayton Jr. has to get on track.
See what happens in the second half.
If he doesn't get going offensively, scoring the basketball, I want to see him attack the paint in transition when Houston's half-court defense isn't set and not settle for those long contested threes. Certainly got to take care of the ball as well. And then for Houston, I think you can almost pencil in that they're going to play hard and do their thing defensively, but they got to make their threes. That's the difference in this Houston team. They're built to beat you from beyond the arc in the half court. Their shooters were ice cold. They're going to have to knock down a couple of threes in this second half because I thought they got good looks. They just missed them badly.
Both these teams running down a dream. Who's going to catch it at the end of the night? It's Houston 31. It's Florida 28. When we return, the start of the second half, you're listening to the Men's Basketball National Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
All right, let's get it going here. Second half, y'all. I'm ready. I think it's going to be a total different half. I think it's going to be different. I think you're not going to see. I think Florida's going to go inbound. I think Florida's going to go away from the three, and they're going to go inside. They're going to try to go inside, establish the inside, and then go to the out. Bots are attacking. They're always attacking. It's okay, though. They're helping. Anytime they come in here, it's a view. They have to click on the link to come in. So it's a view every time they come in. Hit that like, y'all. Help us out. We're not in the search at all. We should be, but we're not.
We're the best deal of all time.
U.S. rice. Higher Alaska, California. Third-party delivery. Fresh foods available. U.S. Alaska. Kevin.
What's guns?
The national title game. Top-seeded Ohio State. Defending champion Florida Gators. Billy Donovan starting 5. It stays for a chance at repeat. 4 Florida players scored double digits, and they helped Buckeyes to a dismal 4-20 from the under. Their mission was accomplished.
Bots are clustering the chat. Yes, they are.
Says the only team to accomplish the feat since John Wooden's Light Bruins with another great moment in tournament history in Cougars.
Looking for their third national championship. Houston first is welcoming back courtside in San Antonio, where Cougars, the Florida Gators, 31, 628. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Barbasol. Great starts with a great shave, and great shaves start with Barbasol shaving cream. For whatever your day brings, choose Barbasol. It's a can-do. Wilford had 14 of the game, total 8 of the last 9:32 of the first half. Rich 14 for content.
2 for Chinyelu, Martin, Handlogton, and Hauk. You didn't hear the name Walter Clayton Jr. That's because he has not scored. 0 for 4 from the floor. Just the second time this year that Walter Clayton Jr. had a scoreless first half. The other time was January 7th when they beat Tennessee 73-43. He ended up with 7 in that game. Houston, who's 28-3 this year when leading at the half, led by 7 from Malik Wilson and 6 from Javier Francis off the bench. Those are not necessarily the names you expected to hear leading Houston at halftime.
99, 96, 96, CeeLo, you're going for that? Wow. What's better than Powerade or Gatorade? I like Gatorade. Powerade's too sweet.
Gear up at wago.com/hoops for your next electrical project. Robert, what do you see for the second half?
Well, for Houston, coming off a game against Duke where they knocked down 10 threes, they are 2 of 14 from 3 in that first half. And you think
Gators was invented it. Yeah, the Gatorade was. You're right.
Uzan, LJ Cryer, Emmanuel Sharp. They have 11 points. They're 5 of 18 from the field. They are 1 of 11 from 3. They have got to get that thing going from the perimeter. And on the flip side for Florida, Walter Clayton cannot have 0 points in the second half. He's been a clutch player. He's been a second half player. He does have 5 assists. His shot selection has not been great. He has to be a factor here in half number 2.
Yeah, and Kev, I think Nick Baugh and Robbie have covered it. Nick up there with Horowitz and
Red the best, orange. I like the purple. I like the purple Gatorade. That's really good. Purple Gatorade's awesome. Tastes like grape Kool-Aid.
Had the ball inside 5 times. It's been blocked by the Houston bigs. And an amazing stat for me, Rob, no second chance points for Houston. They've been on the glass, but they're not getting, when you're missing threes and you're not getting second chance points, that's why you only have 31 at the half.
Well, and the fact that Houston only was 6 offensive rebounds, the way they started off, now it felt like some of those numbers
kind of yellow and
on
green.
the stat sheet, but the bleeding was early on, and certainly Florida stopped it there as the half went on.
Before we get started, let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is the Westwood One NCAA.
All right. Yes, grape Gatorade is fire. I like how Gator just popped in here, dropped a bunch of Gators, and left. I love it. I love it. We're not getting the push tonight. I don't know why, but we're not. I thought exactly with the whole Gators following we had, I thought it would be good. Will Richards got to do his thing, man.
How many points does Florida have? I said 28. He says, I'm feeling really good about our defense. As for Florida, they huddled up in the hallway right out of the locker room. And I heard Walter Clayton Jr. say 20 minutes, the first 4. That's where we got to get it done. When I talked to Todd Golden, he said, first of all, after the first 4 minutes, he thought they did a
he's doing it too. Wow.
In terms of the backboard. The difference, he said, was the 9-2 on the turnovers. Wilson hit that bankable 3 that he said obviously was a little bit of an outlier. He thought their defense has been pretty good. I said, how do you feel? You've been down the last couple of games against Texas Tech and Auburn. He says, hey, it's a 1-possession game. You feel good. He should feel good. And if they go what they did in the first 4 minutes of the Auburn game, where they went on a 9-0 run, they'll feel even better. Time now for the start of the second half.
All right, here we go. Here we go. Second half start right here. Let's go.
How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use it.
Here we go. Can Clayton Jr. turn this around? That's the question. Can he turn it around? Second game this season with 0 points in the first half. What was the other game? Wonder what the second game, the first game was. Wonder what it was.
Before we crown a champion. And for Florida, it's not just Walter Clayton. Elijah Martin is 1 of 5 himself. So the stars on both sides.
Can't believe Clayton has 0 points. I know. Here we go. Who's out with the ball? Back into Roberts. Roberts backing it in. Condon on him. He gives it out to Cryer, going right to left, all white. Cryer, top of the point. He gives it to Roberts. Cryer backs it up. Looking. 9 seconds. 7 seconds. Got to get the ball. Roberts goes to the basket. And how is that a defensive? How is that a defensive foul? Roberts put his shoulder down on Condon. How is that not an offensive foul? That's ridiculous. Oh my gosh. All right, Houston inbound here. Uzan goes it. Top of the point to Cryer. Cryer looking. Cryer to the point. 3. Good. He hits it. Big shot for Cryer. It's 34-28. All right, Clayton here down there to Richard. Richard to Chanu, back to Condon, back to Martin. Martin, there's Richard, throws it up, and he gets blocked. And there's a block. Here comes Houston. Quick drop to Sharp. He gets blocked by Clayton Jr. How not a foul? I don't know. I mean, he literally put his shoulder down and nailed Condon, and Condon got the charge. Condon got the foul, which is crazy. All right, here we go. Who's on with the ball? Who's on? Top of the point. Looking. Back inside to Sharp. Sharp. Inside to Roberts. Roberts turns around. Shoots it up. Brick. Here comes Condon. Games it to Clayton. Clayton. Finds Condon underneath and a big slam. Big slammer jammer. 34-30. 8 points now for Condon. Who's on with the ball? Who's on back inside to Crier? 3. Brick. Rebound. Rebound Florida. Here to Chanu. Back inside to Clayton Jr. Clayton taking it down to the point. Reset. And there's a, what is it going to be called? A foul on Condon. No, the foul was a turnover on Condon. Offensive foul on Condon. And he gets a defensive foul and now an offensive foul. Oh my gosh. 34-30 is Houston. Who's on with the ball? Top of the point. Uzan. Sprint move. 3. Jumper at the paint. And a foul on Clayton Jr. Man, the refs, I'm telling you, the refs are all over. They are so in favor of Houston here. It's not even funny, y'all. Uzan's going to go to the line here and shoot 2. 4 points for Uzan. 2 for 5 from the field. Good. 35-30 lead is 5. Houston has had this lead all night. Gators only led by 2 points earlier in this game. Uzan with the point, going to another free throw here. It's 35-30. Up. Good. Another one. 36-30. Lead is 6. 17:49 to go. Clayton. Back to Martin. Martin. Back to Chanu at the top of the point. He hands it to Condon. Condon to Martin. Martin inside to Clayton. And a foul. Foul on Will Richard. On Sharp. Foul is on Will Richard. Richard now with 2 fouls already. 2 fouls on their top guy. Richard tried to do a screen at the bottom of the baseline under the basket, and he gets called for an illegal screen. 36-30. Here comes Houston going right to left. All white. Underneath the Crier. Crier, he could shout Sharp wide open there, and he chose not to give it to him. Crier resets now, and there's another foul. And who's it going to be on this time? Is that going to be on Richard again? Richard again. He's got 3 fouls and he's in trouble. That's 3 fouls on Richard. And he's got 14 points. And they just given him and they've given him a technical. Wow. Oh, that's bad. How is that? Come on, man. Tugler pushed him. Oh my gosh. GG, game over, Ira already says. There's a 37-30. And the refs have sandbagged this one. That was bad. That was a horrible call. That's a shame because, oh, he missed the second free throw. That is a shame.
The 17-21 mark. Will Richard got a foul. Todd Golden, who had been upset both trips down the floor, gets teed up.
Oh, he got the technical. The coach got the technical after the foul. So Richard only has 2. Sorry about that.
Houston with the basketball.
They may do this. Houston, they may do this, Car Enthusiast says. Houston has never won a national title. Inbound here to Uzan. Uzan. Inside. Crier. Big 3. Wow. 40-30. 17-15 to go. They are playing in Texas. Yes, they are. Of course. Duh. Hey, I just realized that, Tiff. My gosh. 10-point lead. Dang. Home court advantage pretty much here for Houston. Crier wide open at the bottom of the baseline with a big 3. Clayton. Big 3 for Martin, and he misses. And there's another foul. Foul's going to be on Francis this time. Over the back, possibly. Over the back. Come on, Florida, Tina says. What's up, Tina? Good to see you. One more like the 100. We're almost there, y'all. And we have Francis was boxing out Richard there. So Richard, he hands it to Condon. Condon to the top of the point. Condon to Clayton. 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 Come on. Under throt. And out of bounds. Go home, Florida. Another turnover. That's number 12 on the Gators. 12 turnovers. Clayton was trying to give it to somebody. I don't know who he was looking for, but he turned it over again. That's 12 turnovers for the Gators here. Luckily, it's only a 10-point lead, but Crier's at the point. 16:33 to go. Top of the baseline. Houston inside to Roberts. Roberts to the basket. Drop it in. Good. Too easy to the basket. It dropped up there for a couple bit and it dropped in. 42-30. Clayton walking it up. He still has 0 points. 8-0 run for Houston. Howe to the basket. Finds Richard wide open for the 3. Brick. Rebound, Houston. Crier with the ball. Crier with the ball here. 15:57 to go. Roberts goes to the basket. He throws it up. Rebound, Houston. Roberts, and there's timeout. Wow. Roberts gave it to Francis, and before he could touch the ground, he called a timeout. It's Houston timeout. 42-30. The lead is 12. Oh my gosh. Calm down, boys. Calm down. 12 turnovers. Count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 turnovers by the Gators. This takes us back to the beginning of the game. In pregame, we talked about the Gators cannot turn the ball over, and they're doing it. This feels like the officials trying to get Houston a win. Yeah, those couple of fouls were not pretty. Those were looking bad. Looking really bad. But thanks so much for being here, y'all. Thanks so much. We're over 100 likes. We thank you for that. And thanks for the sub, too. Thanks so much for the new folks hanging with us. The count from the Sesame Street. Just subscribed. Yes, he did. One Gator turnover. Tool.
That's right. That's what 5-star reviews and counting. Check out the winning lineup at eaglepowerplus.com. Meanwhile, Alex. Okay, look.
Officials not helping Florida. They're not. They are not. Frustration kills. You're right, Danny. It does. And their top getter, who put up 34 points against Auburn, is got 0 points here. 0 points.
Live sports for the SC house. Bring on the good stuff.
Thanks, Richard. We're having a good time. It helps when you know the players. You know, it helps. And championship games like this, it brings out everybody. It brings out all of the streamers. So that's okay. I'm enjoying it. We're having a good time. There's a lot of big channels doing this game. It's a championship game. Larson running all 3 races this weekend is going to make up for his 2 wrecks.
Cut down the nets as the 2025 national champions. Warner, the official ladder of NCAA March Madness and the official ladder of construction professionals everywhere.
Moose Unga Bunga, all right, Unga Bunga. Chuck warming up his mouth up, right, Danny? He just wants revenge. First championship game between a Big 12 team and an SEC team since 2012, when it was Kentucky versus Kansas. Wow. All right, here we go. Inbound Uzan underneath the bottom of the baseline. Trying to get to Sharp. Sharp gets it to the top, bottom of the baseline. Sharp pins it to Cryer at the top of the point. Clayton on him. Richard, top of the point. Looking. Richard, back it in. Paint, jumper, and no good. Rebound Howe. Out with the ball, he gets to Clayton. Clayton still with 0 points. Wide open underneath the basket is Condon. And he gets the slam. Clayton to Condon. He's got 10 points. Last game, Condon only had 1 going into the wee moments of the game. Here we go. Uzan with the ball. Uzan to the basket. Looking to the basket. Uzan goes up. That's a turnover. Here comes Florida. Clayton, fast break. Clayton spins, throws it up for a prayer, and gets fouled. Foul's going to be on Cryer. Cryer's first team foul. He's got 12 points. Clayton might be getting his first points here when he goes to the line for some free throws, but there is an official TV timeout. 14:57 to go in the second half, and the Cougs up by 10. Tina says, dang, I love Florida. Condon is a dog, OJ says. Condon's a dog. All right. So thanks, guys, for taking care of those bots, y'all. The mods are great tonight. Thank you, guys. Once again, a shout out to OJ Toothpaste. And I don't know if David's still here, but they really helped the other night when there was nobody. We appreciate you guys. They became honorary mods the other night. I was like, I need some mods. And OJ and David was like, we could help. And I was like, okay, fine, whatever. Billy Scott, what's up, man? Billy, what's up, dude? Our resident Dodgers fan. What's going on, man? How's things out in the West Coast, bro? Billy, I'll be close to you in June. We're going to Vegas. About as close as I'm going to get. Always got you, CeeLo. Thank you. Oh, we might go to LA too, Billy. I'll let you know. Illinois, I graduated from Florida. We just finished cleaning up Jay's popcorn fail. Oh no. Oh Jay. Poor Jay. He's always causing trouble. Hey, I'm going to the Titans Raiders game in Vegas this year. Nice, Billy. Who do you think we're gonna get, Billy? You think we're going Cam? I think if we go for another rookie quarterback, I'm done. I'm done with the Titans. I mean, I know there's not that much left to get, but if we get another rookie quarterback, I'm done, bro. Earhead says, come on, Florida, get tough. Vol for life. I love Florida in all sports, Tina says. I'm a lifelong Gators fan. Cam 100%. You think so? That's almost like, you know, this is our third rookie quarterback, and the first two have failed. It's kind of hard to take anything seriously with that, you know? But thanks for being here, y'all. We thank you so much. With that fast break point where it was Cryer to Sharp to Wilson on that slam, man. I want to say some of it technically should be a Duke in the championship if they didn't call that random foul. You're true. All right, so Clayton's going to go to the line. He's going to shoot something. He's going to get a point.
He's done other things, which is good. Maybe that helped him get going. A really nice assist to Condon, a block shot. Come up with a
he got a point, y'all. Clayton with 1 point. Finally. Thank you, Ira. Malik Willis and Will Levis definitely a disappointment. Exactly. How do you go for another quarterback after you've done that? Clayton throws it up. Good. All right, so maybe this fires Clayton going. He got his first 2 points of the night. 42-34. First field goal in the last 18 minutes for Clayton Jr., who put up 34 against Auburn. Here's Uzon at the top of the point. He gives it to Roberts. It's Roberts versus Condon. Here we go. Roberts backing it in. He spins. He gets it off the backboard, and it's good. The 34-year-old looking guy scores. And there's a quick shot. Tipped in. Nope. And here's Houston saving it. Wow, what a save by, who was that? Sharp? Sharp dove so it wouldn't go out of bounds. After it looked like it was going out of bounds. Here we go. Uzon to Cryer. Cryer top of the point. He gives it to Sharp. Sharp to Uzon. Cryer goes down to the ball. Is there going to be a foul? Yes. The foul's going to be on Howe. No, the foul's going to be on Clayton Jr. Clayton Jr. now with 2 personal fouls. Stupid fouls. Got 103 likes. Let's see a 125 on the likes. That's our new goal, 125. Hit that like for us, please. Hit that like for us. So Sharp's going to go to the line. Houston is now in the bonus. And he hits it. 45-34. The lead is 11. 11 for Houston. 3 points for Sharp. He had those key 3-pointers in the last game, and then against Tennessee as well. So 1-1 misses a second. Here's Aberdeen now. Back into Sharp. Back to Howe. Back to Martin. Martin to Condon. Condon to Aberdeen. Aberdeen to Howe. He shoots the 3, and he misses. Rebound and a foul on Roberts, and that's going to be Roberts' second personal foul of the night. So Tugler has 3 for Houston, and Roberts has 2. And Condon's going to go to the line. No, there's no, not a team foul shot yet, I don't think. We'll see if he's going to go to the line or not. I think they have some fouls to give here. Roberts, the 40-year-old looking guy. So Condon was boxing out Roberts. A hook and hold, they're calling it.
Gives us a chance to remind you. And they are looking for a hook and hold. Yep. Spruce is a new weed and grass killer with 9 simple yet effective ingredients that are safe for use around people, pets, and bees when used as directed. Spruce works differently by dehydrating the weed down to the roots. Robbie Hummel, I know you're poring over these replays right now. What do you see?
Well, Juwan Roberts
all look older than their coach.
I think he's just holding it. But there is kind of a little bit of a hook, you could say.
I think this will stay a common foul, but I'd love to just ask Gene's territory, who's 2 seats down from us. You never know with these bad boys.
Well, PJ's looking over Gene's territory shoulder right now. What's he saying?
Right in the beginning, it's
45-34, Houston in the bonus. And they're looking at this to see
right there when
if Condon was more than just a regular foul.
He like clamping and hooking, twisting, basically.
After review, the common foul is confirmed.
Robbie Hummel.
Common foul is confirmed. 13:47 to go.
47 for me to screw this up.
And Houston's going to go to the line for another 1-1.
Remainder of regulation.
And slowly,
Great news for all of us.
I guess there's no such thing as hooking someone's arm.
We've been together for the last like 3 weeks.
No, they're not going to the line. Okay. It was against Roberts. I'm sorry. Yeah, I was right.
Clayton got a couple of good
And
looks in transition.
shot goes, Howell's going to shoot the three. Francis runs into him. And the foul's going to be on Francis.
Against Houston's defense, it's going to be a good
He couldn't stop himself.
Aberdeen
And he fouled Howell. Why not call a few on Houston?
when he got Francis moving.
All right, here we go. Aberdeen with the ball. Florida ball again.
Commits the personal
Aberdeen,
foul.
Howell, Condon,
15 foul.
and another foul. Who's that going to be on? That's going to be on Francis, too. Two call fouls on Francis now.
With 3, Roberts with 2, and Francis with
Here comes the fouls for Houston now. The makeup calls from the horrible call earlier.
Xavier Francis away from the ball picks up his 3rd personal foul.
103 likes. Help us out the likes, yo. Help us out.
I'm sorry, the 6th foul in this second half against Houston and 6 against
LeBron looks younger than Roberts. He does. Ow. To the basket. Out to Aberdeen. Aberdeen does a little zigzag to the basket. He shoots it up and in. Off the backboard. Aberdeen puts some points on the board. The lead is 9. 13:20 to go. Cryer with the ball to the top of the point. 5 players with 6 points. Uzon. Uzon. Spin. Back out to Cryer. Cryer to 11. 3 for Uzon. Oh, he missed it. Roberts with the rebound. Another offensive rebound. Second chance. Here's Roberts against Condon. Roberts steps, hooks, out. Condon wins that battle. Condon gives it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen back out to Condon. Condon back to Martin. Martin 3. 3. There's Martin with the big 3. Martin comes alive in the second half. Martin now with 5 points. Here's Wilson. Half court. Going out. 12:25 to go. Inside. Through. Throw up in Cryer. Back to 11. Back to Cryer. Who's 11? I can't remember. Here we go. Back to Cryer. 3-point. And he gets blocked. Condon with the block. He gets it to Howell. Howell puts it up and good. And here comes the Gators with another foul for Houston. 45-41 and the Gators come within 4. 12:06 to go. Wow. Gators showing life. Showing life. 45-41. The Cougars have outscored the Gators 14-13 in this second half. But a couple fouls go their way, and the Gators are coming alive.
He forced it right through. How
Coming alive.
and how resilient are these two teams? They are so good on the defensive end, and they are so resilient. It's really impressive to watch.
And a timeout call.
So a timeout. Houston timeout as the Gators have gone on a little run here with 106 likes. We thank you guys for getting us to 100 likes tonight. If you haven't hit the like, please do. Help us out with those. Subscribe right here. We do a whole lot more on this channel than just basketball. You will love our channel. We do NASCAR, baseball, all that good stuff. And maybe some NHL hockey playoffs too. We're not sure yet. But thanks so much for the subs. We appreciate you. About time. Vol for life. About time. Clayton, big story here. The stories of this game to watch. 12 turnovers for the Gators in the first half. Clayton held to 0 points in the first half. Rick Martin held to 3 points in the first half. Florida needs to keep the hammer down and keep Hal in there because Hal seems to be doing the play in here. 2 fouls for Condon, 2 fouls for Richard, 2 fouls for Clayton. On the other side, Tugler's got 3 fouls. Roberts has got 2. 1 for Uzan and 1 for Cryer. Got to pull for the SEC. Got to pull for him. Bring that championship back to the SEC, baby. I just want a good game, no blowout. NHL playoffs are some of the best playoffs in any professional sport. I love the Stanley Cup playoffs. Yeah, we might do some. I don't know. We'll see. Might do some.
I mean, it's awesome. You know, it's awesome to see these guys grow and to see how far they've came from last year and to see they just silence all the doubters. You know, I think the biggest thing with this team has been that they've been healthy all year. You know, we've been good enough, but we've been blessed to be healthy this year. I'm just so excited to see the outcome of this game.
To beat Duke, Juwan Roberts had to hit 2 free throws. The ultimate Houston Cougar, you know him very well.
NHL is the best sports to watch in person. Yeah, I like watching hockey in person. So Sharp's going to sub in for Houston. Juwan Roberts is subbing out. Get a vengeance for Duke, Plush says. We need a 3. I've played ice hockey, coached it, and just love the game, Austin says.
You know, we fight each other, we fight as brothers, but between those lines in practice, it's a war. You know,
Richard with 14 points, 7-0 run in the last 2 minutes for the Gators. Cryer with 12. And this is a game now. Gators were down 12 just seemed a little bit ago, and Hal's going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot 1 and 1 as Florida is now in the bonus. Florida up and good. 3-point play. Sorry about that. That was a 3-point play. And it is 45-42. Cryer, Uzan, Wilson, Tugler, and Sharp on the court going right to left. Sharp with the ball, top of the point. He gives it to Cryer. Back to Sharp. 3-point shot. Brick. Rebound, Clayton. Here comes Clayton. Wilson all over Clayton. Really tough defense there. Back outside. He gives it to Hoboken. Back to Clayton Jr. Clayton feeling it. He gives it to Aberdeen. 3. Brick. Rebound, Sharp. 45-42. Here comes Wilson. Cryer from the bottom of the baseline. Dagger. 3. Dagger 3. 48-42. Houston with the ball. Florida with the ball. Clayton with the ball now. He gives it to Hal. Hal at the point. He hands it to Aberdeen. Aberdeen looking to the basket. He goes, stops, puts it into Hoboken, and a foul. And who's it going to be on? It's going to be on Malik Wilson, not the quarterback for the Titans or the Green Bay Packers, but the forward for the Houston Cougars. Husky, I'm pulling for the SEC, man. Hockey great, sports great. Austin said, no, I'm 53 years old. I was born in 1971. All right. And Logan, he's got 2 points. He's going to go to the line for a 1 and 1. He misses it. I guess he gets 2 because he was shooting. Never mind. 2 shots. 2 shots. Florida comeback wins. He was down by 6 at UConn, down by 10 at Texas Tech, down by 9 at Auburn. Can Florida do it again and win the national title? Throws it up and misses both free throws. Tried to get their second rebound there, but Cryer gets it. Cryer hands it to Uzan. Francis and Tugler on the Houston side with 3 fouls. Cryer finds Uzan at the top of the baseline. He comes down, zigzags to the basket, throws it up, brick, rebound, Florida. Here comes Clayton. Clayton down to the corner. Top of the baseline is 3. Misses the three. Rebound. Florida. Nope. Then got to Houston. Wilson with the rebound. He hands it to Cryer. Cryer takes it past half court. Cryer looking. Zigzag. Three for Cryer. Misses the three. Rebound Clayton. Clayton here walking it down. Clayton here with the ball. Clayton. Three. Brick. Over the back. No foul there. Uzan with the ball. That was 11. Tugler with the rebound. All right, Uzan back to Sharp. Sharp looking. Hit that like, y'all. Hit that sub. 2 points still for only Clayton. Uzan. Tugler comes out for the screen. He gets the ball. Gives it to Cryer. Cryer to the basket. To the point. Backs out to Tugler. 4 seconds to go. 4 seconds to go. 2, 1. Tugler shoots. And out of bounds. And that's going to be a Florida ball. And it's going to be a turnover for a shot clock violation. All right, 9:48 to go. 9:48 to go here. And it's 48-42. Clayton comes over half court. He hands it to Martin. Back out to Chanu. Back out to Hall. Hall hands it to Martin. Martin fakes the three. Tried to get in Chanu on down low. And he falls. And then Houston gets the ball back. 13 now turnovers for the Gators. Cryer at the point. Cryer to Wilson. Wilson goes to the basket, stops, shoots, and no good. Second chance for Houston. Cryer was right there. He throws it up. Brick. Another second chance and a foul over the back. Over the back foul. And it's going to be a Gator ball, and Gator's going to go shoot 1-1 here. Aberdeen's going to go to the line. 110 likes, trying to get to 120. 110 likes, trying to get to 120. Come on, come on, come on. 48-42. 4 points, 4 fouls now for Tugler. You ain't going to see him for a while. I was surprised he was out there with 3. So Aberdeen's going to go to the line and puts it in. 1-1 coming up here. 1-1 for Aberdeen. Aberdeen wearing those pink sneakers. Aberdeen here can make it a 4-point game. Good. 4-point game is the score. Houston with the ball. Here comes Uzan with 9:05 to go in the second half. Back to Wilson. Wilson to Uzan. Uzan. Francis with the screen. Back to Wilson at the bottom of the baseline. Wilson. Jumper. Brick. Here comes Clayton. Florida with the ball. Martin inside to Chanu and in and out. And the foul is going to be on Francis. Foul is on Francis. Ooh. Foul on Francis. Chanu's going to go to the line here. Chanu's going to go to the line. He only has 2 points. He's got 5 rebounds. In and out. Got to hit your free throws. Florida now in the bonus plus. Houston in the bonus with 8:31 to go. Hit that like, hit that subscribe. Trying to get to 125 on the likes. Thanks, mods. You've been amazing with the bots. Chanu. Boom. It's 48-46. 48-46. Oh, 48-45. Sorry, 48-45. Here we go. Wilson with the point. Back out to Sharp. Underneath to Edwards. Back underneath. Roberts, not Edwards. And that's going to be swarmed Roberts when he went to the line, went to the basket. And it's going to be out of bounds, Florida. Houston's going to have the ball back. Martin pushed it out. How many points does Will Richard have? Richard has 14. Who's on with the ball underneath the basket line? He throws it up to Roberts and misses. Out with the rebound. He gives it to Clayton. Clayton. Looking. Clayton to the basket. He put one in. Iris says, I can't believe he scored. He says, I can't believe it. And he gets a 3-point play. He needs to do more of that. He hasn't done any of that. He's been too busy shooting it from NBA range. Walter Clayton coming alive here. Because that's what he did at Auburn, when he did against Auburn. Official TV timeout. Could be tied here. Pop bottles, what's up, man? Good to see you. Official TV timeout, under 8. It is 48-47. Clayton's going to go to the line, and he's going to shoot 2. Or shoot 1 with a 3-point play. Clayton and 1, if you want to call it that. Clayton and 1, if you want to call it that. Exactly. Stop shooting the 3 and go to the rim, Ira says. Thank you guys. 134 of us here. Share the stream out. Tell everybody, y'all, this is a great game to watch. My call's awesome. I hope you guys are enjoying it. How many national championships does the Gators have? I know at least 2, right? Oh, and 07, and can't remember the other one. I don't think you need a 3-pointer. You just need 1 point. Tie it up here. I think they got away from shooting the 3. You notice they haven't shot the 3 much. Both teams crap from the 3-point line. Florida 23%, Houston 21%. And 32% from the field for Houston, and 38% from the field is the Gators. Let me move my
35% off Jeff. 56 full cabs under bucks. Pressure washers under $100. Straight to the so you can straight to whatever you do. At Harbor Freight, until 13. My wall supplies last another.
Because we good prepared.
Let's go for on our ladder. Turn up 6 instead of letting the kids play online. Turn your 8-person family to road. All new on our ladder. It's here. Let's see. Donate razors. I'll get for industrial grade products. That should be.
Just curious to see if this is a little faster. All right, Clayton. Second round, he had 13 points. In the Elite 8, he had 13 points. And here he's had 10.
About to see their lead evaporate. Clayton goes to the line. 21. 10-2. 8 points in the second. Florida's going to Florida. Fortunately, it's both teams now kind of blocked down against each other, and refs don't want to call fouls. Offense is hard to the foul.
Is it the same? Yeah, it's the same. Okay. All right, here we go. Houston ball. Clayton missed that one. Throws it up. It's 48 all. 48 all, and another foul. Who's the foul going to be on? Foul's going to be on Shinu. Foul is going to be on Shinu. Says go Gators. This is sweating game. 48 all. Uzan with the ball. Top of the point. Uzan looking back out to Roberts. Roberts versus Chanu. Roberts puts his shoulder down. He goes up for the shot, gets blocked, but there is a foul on Chanu. Technical foul on Chanu as well because he threw the ball down, getting upset because he got called for the foul. They teed him up because he took the ball and he slammed it down. Got to keep your pressure. You spiked the basketball. Oh, sorry about that. Here we go. He spiked the ball right in front of the ref. Spiked the ball right in front of the ref. So that's his second personal foul. 7:13 to go. The tie ball game. That's a tech. That's a tee up. That's his second. That's the Gators' second technical foul tonight. And Cryer goes to the line and puts it in. They take the lead by 1. Technical. Close it up. And good. All right. Here we go. 50 to 48. 7:13 to go. Martin telling him, man, you got to calm down, dude. You got to chill. Don't do that. So Chanu is on the bench. And Roberts is now going to go to the line. Pillow modding. Gotta love it. Roberts now goes to the line. And he misses the free throw. 50 to 48 is the score.
This was the end of the floor that he hit the 2 big ones on Saturday to give Houston the lead in their eventual win.
Well, we were just talking about how free throws had impacted Florida's run, and now
here we go.
Going the other way. The pendulum
50 to 40. 50 to 48.
No good for Roberts. If you'd said before
good.
The game, an ugly, muddied up game favors who, I would think Houston would feel pretty good about it.
50 to 48 here.
Well, that's the thing.
Here comes Clayton.
These 2 teams, if you put aside
Clayton here howled him inside to Clayton. He throws it up, and there it is. And they finally listening to us. Ira finally listening to CeeLo and us. Stop shooting at threes and go to the basket. Clayton can do it like no other. It was Howell to Clayton, and he puts it up.
Coming up on 7 to play.
It is now 51 all. 51 all.
It's Clayton time.
Clayton time coming alive here in the second half. Good. It is tied, y'all. 51 all.
Well, it's just a high-level cut by Walter Clayton. And you look at Thomas Howell.
Shoot from the blue line.
But he's really also a screener.
All right, here is Uzan walking it up. Uzan gives it to Cryer. Cryer, Wilson with the block with the screen. Cryer here pulling it out. Cryer, spin to the basket, turns, jumper, missed. Rebound Clayton. Went right to his hands. Clayton dishes it back down to Martin. Martin to the basket. Throws it up. And no good. No good. He was hoping for a foul. He did not get it. Sharp. Bottom of the baseline. Hits it to Wilson. Spin move. Good. Condon could not get his hand on it. Almost did, though. 53-51. 6:20 to go. Here we go. Clayton handed out to Howell. That's no, is that Howell? That's Howell. Aberdeen underneath the basket. Good. Aberdeen with the big basket. It's tied at 53. 6:03 to go. Houston walking it up. Florida points in the paint. 26. Houston 18. Sharp. No, Sharp with a dagger. Doing what he was doing all the game against Tennessee. My gosh. What happened to it? Hope you're doing well, y'all. Howell to the basket. Underneath. Is that Condon? Condon with the basket in. Condon with the score. Condon with the score. Let's see what's up with this. What's going on here? Try again.
Now Condon picks off
There we
his
go.
defender. He drives it over.
Mm-hmm.
6 minutes to play in the national championship. Sharp will walk it up.
They're 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, clogs don't.
There we go. All right, 5:32 to go. 56-55 is the score. Looking like a game now. That's right. Thanks for being here, y'all. Hit that like, hit that subscribe, as we are coming down to the nitty-gritty of this game. Looks like street ball might be over. Yeah, finally.
6:55.
Who's the underdog in this? I think it was Florida. Florida was the underdog because they're the road team. They're in the dark. All right.
As we get into winning time, some clutch players on the floor. Walter Clayton.
Largest comeback wins in a national championship, Kansas versus UNC in 2022, where Kansas was down 16 points. All right. He's going to drop it in. And Sharp's going to walk it up. Sharp walking it up.
Feeds up top to Javier Francis, goes right back to Sharp. Sharp will drive all the way to
Francis comes out there.
And he lays it in on the right side. 58-55. Houston by 3, and Clayton will walk it up. Well, it's in the back of the mind.
All right, there we go.
Sharp can come off
So this is even faster now.
So he is up, and Sharp does the smart thing, just burns it to the rim
Clayton
with his right hand.
with the ball. Clayton to Condon. Condon to Hall. Condon trying to get to somebody. Trying to get it to somebody. Aberdeen 13 on the shot clock. Aberdeen back to Howell. Howell back to Richards and stumbles.
Richard had already lost the ball. Then the backside official, Ron Groover, blows the whistle, and free throws.
Bucky's brisket sandwich.
Coming off the dribble handoff. LJ Cryer is following from behind. He puts the brakes on. There's a little bit of contact there, but then Richard just kind of loses his balance. That is a break for Florida. Richard at the line hits the free throw.
Oh boy.
His first point of the second half after 14, keeping Florida.
Martin finally scores. Martin finally scores.
58-56. Houston by 2. Cryer with the foul a moment ago, his third.
You think if we ask the officials if they could just add another 10 minutes on the game now, because the way it's going is beautiful. They're going up and down. It looks like the way we thought these teams were capable of playing.
If they can blow the whistle for 10 more minutes, they might be involved in that.
All right, here we go.
We'll bring it across the timeline. Looking up top, bounces it over to Francis. Francis.
Here we go. Sharp.
Uzan going to work against Aberdeen. We'll work it up to the top of the key. Uzan will swing it around the right side. Driving is Roberts. Goes from right to left. No, but a foul jam.
Who's on?
Francis.
Underneath. Roberts. And Francis with a big slam.
Roberts catches that with a full head of steam already going downhill.
That's way too ahead. Clayton inside of Condon. Condon. Back to Aberdeen. Aberdeen. Top of the baseline. Shanu. To Richard. Richard almost falls down. 9 seconds on the shot clock. Condon spins. Looks to the basket. No good. Houston ball. Uzan with the ball. Uzan with the ball. 3:42 to go. Richard Sharp now with the ball. 18 seconds to go. Or 18 on the shot clock. Can we do it here?
Bounces it to Roberts. Roberts will send it baseline to Cryer, and he stepped on the sideline and out of bounds. An unforced error for Houston.
He stepped out of bounds. Oh my gosh. 3.5 seconds on the shot clock, and he stepped out of bounds.
Basketball National Championship on the Westwood One NCAA Radio Network.
Ooh, 60-57, y'all. 60-57. Too many TV timeouts ruins the momentum. Just when it gets good, right? Just when it gets good. All right. Thanks for helping out, y'all. Appreciate it. It's not accurate, David says. What's not accurate? What's not accurate?
Thousands of dollars a GLP-1 medication for diabetes plus and more.
Tell us the score more often, please. Okay.
Because already.
All right, sounds good. I will. 60-57 is the score.
Cash bonus to be.
Parlay is awful. Clayton Jr.'s killing everyone. I bet.
Just go to ready.com.
Great defense by Houston. Yeah, the defense is amazing. CeeLo, what's your schedule this week? We got Braves tomorrow. Off on Wednesday. Braves on Thursday. Friday, Trucks. Saturday, Xfinity. Sunday, Cup. The Denny win took some of the sting off the Duke loss. That's right. Could you tell I was excited when Denny won yesterday? I was pretty excited. But thanks for being here, y'all. Thanks so much for hanging out with us.
Serving up famous region, fries and shit, tradition, family values.
Go Gators, Elliot. Good to see you. Appreciate you being here, Gator. He says, go Gators. 60-57. Now the score up here is going to be a little faster than my call. So
Professional franchisees are aligned in culture and passion for providing the highest quality.
Carl throwback. Even when he asked him, he's like, do you want to do the backflip? He's like, nah. He's like, nah.
Check out beeffranchise.com today because we take the time to do it right.
All right. Do it more. Do it more. 60-57. Florida outscored Houston 27-18 in the last 12 minutes. And they've outscored, and they're both tied. They both scored 29 points this half. $5 super chat. Thought you were going to bring out the Vols pom-pom after Hamlin won. Yeah. You got that right.
Did Stevens join us? We went through some of favorite plays, but as we all know, Dallin Cuff, our co-host here, likes to dabble.
All right, here we go. Inbound.
Going to be your favorite play coming up in
Clayton walking it up. Clayton walking it up. But what the heck is going on with this audio here? Al, back to Clayton. 3! Bro, he hit it. He hit it. Big 3. He hit it. I'm not sure what happened here. Go here. 3 minutes to go. Who's on with the ball? Let's see what happens here. Let's see. I can't believe he hit that 3, man. Clayton hit that 3. To the basket, Crier. Oh my gosh, he dipped it in. Crier dipped it in. 62-60. I'm not sure what happened to the audio, so we'll just have to play it here. Spin move. How? 3 from Martin. Brick. And it throws it up, and he got fouled. He got fouled. Francis fouls Richard. Francis fouls Richard. And Richard's going to go to the line. Richard is going to go to the line. Okay, I guess they're just... So Richard's going to shoot 2 here. 2:18 to go. 2:18 to go. Richard hits the first one. And the Gators in the bonus plus here. Richard throws it up. Good. It's 62 all. 62 all with 2:17 to go. Houston with the ball. 2:12 to go. He gives it to Tugler. Tugler to Crier. Crier at the point. Crier looking. And a foul? Off the ball foul. Is that going to be on Tugler? No, that's going to be on Condon. Foul's going to be on Condon here. Thanks for hanging out with us. We appreciate you being here. Hit that like. We're trying to get to 125 on the likes. My oldest son threw down on this, bro. Donald, what's going on, man? Good to see you, buddy. 62 all. Tugler's going to go to line. He's got 4 fouls. 2:05 to go. 62 all. Shot. Good. 63-62. Cole Trickle. I live 20 minutes from Bristol. Been a good game, Lloyd. You're right. 54% from the free throw for Tugler for this season. Tonight, he's only hit 1. Throws it up. Misses the second one. All right. Rebound is Richard. He gives it to Clayton. 1:59 to go. It's 63-62. Clayton misses the big 3. He missed it. He didn't have his feet set. He got too cocky there after that last 3. Here comes Uzan with the ball. Top of the point. 1:44 to go. Back to Tugler at the point. Tugler looking. He hands it. Tried to hand it. Tried to get to Uzan. Crier fell down. He gets back up. Uzan with the big 3. He gets blocked. And who's the ball going to be on? It's going to be off of Florida's hands, and Houston's going to have the ball with 4.3 seconds left on the shot clock. 4.3 seconds left on the shot clock. Did you see where? Yeah, I did, man. I sent him a message. All right. Uzan with the ball. Uzan trying to get it in. He gives it to Crier. Crier to the basket. Jumper. Brick. But rebound Tugler. The ball on the ground. And it's going to be Florida ball. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. 63-62 is the score. Tugler and Condon were... I can't believe Tugler didn't get called for a foul there. But it's going to be Florida ball underneath the basket here. It's 63-62. And there's a minute and 21 seconds to go. And they're going to look at this one here. Another official review. Chomp, chomp, Mike Baker says. Elliot says Cletus McFarland saving NASCAR. Sub. Thank you, Elliot. Appreciate it, buddy. Thanks so much. If you haven't subbed to our channel, make sure you do it. Show your appreciation. Thanks for those guys. We appreciate you.
This will be a quick review, I believe. That's definitely off the left hand of JoJo Tugler there.
Previous out of bounds is under review.
Previous play is under review here. Previous play is under review. Looking to see who it went off of, because this is a big decision right here with a minute and 21 seconds to go. Who's gonna win this, y'all? Is it gonna be the Gators? Do we have any Cougar fans in the house? It's been all Gators tonight in here. Any Cougar fans here tonight? Big call right here. You're right. Thanks for that sub, Elliot. 1.21 to go. 1.21 to go. Out of bounds confirmed, and it is going to be Gators ball. Here we go. Gators spin. Clayton gives it to Condon. Condon in the paint. Fight. Tipped. Powell gets it back and gives it back to Houston. 1:06 to go. Houston with a 1-point lead. It's 63-62. Here we go. Uzan with the ball. Uzan looking. He gives it to Crier. Crier goes underneath. And the turnover. Here comes Condon. Condon gives it to Clayton. Clayton gives it to Martin. Martin goes to the basket, throws it up. And does he get fouled? Yes, he does. Tugler with the foul, and that's his 4th. No, that's his 5th. Tugler is going bye-bye as he fouls out. And Martin's going to go to the line to tie this sucker up. Wow. With 46 seconds to go. Fouled out for Tugler. 5 points tonight for Tugler. Here we go. Ooh, 75% free throw shooter for Martin, and that's good. It is now tied at 63. Remember, this is a little faster than me. This is a little faster than me. If you see if it changes before I say something, just hold your comments. 46.5. Here we go. Martin throws it up. Can the Gators win this? Coming from behind again. A second half Gators team. Martin has come alive. He's got 7. Clayton has got 11 points in this half. And it's a timeout Gators. Timeout Gators. How did Houston's coaching staff not get a technical? Nah. Don't be singing that yet, Ira. It's not over. This is such a good game. I know, Lloyd. I'm glad. I enjoyed calling it here. I've enjoyed calling it. Man, oh man, what a game. Breathe, Mike. Breathe. Gator Nation. 64-63. Here we go. Both teams have 1 timeout. Houston's got 10 plus fouls. Florida has 10 fouls. And it's going to be Houston ball here. This is a huge possession here for the Cougars. It's going to come down to this. It's going to come down to this. You're welcome. We're having a good time. All right, here we go. 43 seconds to go. 63-64 Florida. Back to Roberts. Back to Cryer. Cryer gives it to Uzon. To the point. Back to Sharp. Who's going to take the shot? 14 on the shot clock. Sharp. He needs a 2, and it's out of bounds. And it's going to be knocked away off of Sharp. It's going to be Florida ball. Possession, Florida. Wow. He hit it off his knee. Richard got his hand in there on Sharp going to the basket, and it goes out of bounds. Oh my gosh. Official review here. That's the question. Where did it go off of? Who did touched it last? A huge turnover. Florida's had the turnover battle all day, and Houston has now his 8th foul of the night. 8th foul of the night, or 8th turnover of the night. As of right now, the ball went off of Sharp's right knee, trying to put himself between Richard and Condon.
Houston is so well coached, but they come out of that timeout just a little bit unsure, and you're kind of slow playing this pick and roll.
FYI, I don't drink beer. Me neither.
He gets ball, and it looks like
the question is, what are they going to do here? 26 seconds to go.
Really good defensive play.
26.5 seconds to go.
He's guarding LJ Cryer. You better, if you're going to go, you better get a hand on that thing, and he does.
Robbie or Kev, correct me. Was the previous possession the one when
possibly went off of Richard's hand? Possibly.
Stops in a row.
Possibly.
3 turnovers for Houston in the last minute 39 of this game.
Florida defense coming.
Both teams with 1 timeout.
They've got to execute right.
And it comes down to the season here.
So the officials are going to say this is Florida ball.
So Florida ball.
6.5 to go.
And it's 64-63. 26 seconds to go.
Quickly are you, if you're Houston, looking to foul in this situation? Well, you're getting your first trap, and if they get out of it, you're going to take your foul. But
Gators ball.
We saw how hard it is to inbound.
Here we go. Inbound here. Clayton's going to give it.
West Regional.
He's going to give it to Hal. Get him back to Clayton. Clayton almost threw it away. And a foul. Almost threw it away. Clayton almost threw the ball away. Trying to get it to Aberdeen. But they foul Aberdeen, and they're going to go to the line. Malik Wilson is out. Cryer is in. They almost turned that ball over. Aberdeen's going to go to the line here.
Is going to get rid of it to Clayton. Clayton now in the backcourt throws it ahead to Aberdeen near the sideline, and
Aberdeen misses his first free throw. Oh my gosh. 64-63 is the score. 19.7 seconds to go. 19.7 seconds to go. 70% free throw shooter here. Aberdeen in his pink shoes. Puts it up. 65-63 is the score. 19.7 seconds left. Oh. My gosh.
This needs to be, with the way he's played in this tournament and in this game, he's got to be the one that handles the basketball for Houston. Aberdeen ready at the line. Up by one. Second free throw is good. 2-point game. Each team with a timeout. Possession arrow favoring Florida, and Houston will use their final timeout with 19.7 to play in the second half. Houston and
Oh boy. Timeout, Houston. Timeout, Houston. Let's go. CeeLo, I can't take this anymore, Ira says. Can't take it. So it's going to come down to this, y'all. It is going to come down to this. A Houston timeout. Great championship game, Lloyd says. Yes, it has been. 240 of us here. Thanks so much for being here, y'all. We appreciate you. Missy says it's been a real great game. Last timeout for Houston. So this is it right here. 19 seconds to go. Houston needs a miracle here. Houston, we have a problem. What a game. It's madness. That's right. That's why we love this time of year. That's why we thrive in these games. Rock and roll. All right. So Houston's going to have to go the length of the field. Could we get overtime here? Here we go. Inbound to Uzan. Here we go. Shot clock off. It is Wilson. No, it's Cryer with the ball. Cryer, 12 seconds. 11 seconds. He gives it to Uzan. Uzan. Back her out to Cryer. Cryer. Back to Sharp. He fakes the three. What's happening? He can't touch the ball. Florida's going to win the game. What a... Oh, my God. I can't believe it. Gators are winners. Gators won. Gators won. I'll let you listen to the last play here.
Clock running under 16 seconds as Cryer crosses the half-court line. Cryer staring at Will Richard. Hands it off now to Uzan. Uzan on the right-hand wing. Stops with 7 seconds. Gives it to Cryer. 6 seconds to go. 5 seconds to Sharp. Top of the key. Lost the dribble. He's got to pick it up. It's scooped up by Condon. Condon secures it. And Florida found a way. From 12 down to the school's third national championship in men's basketball. 65-63 the final. The Florida Gators are the national champions once again.
Wow. Congrats. Congrats.
Sharp went up for the shot. Dropped the ball. Needed somebody else to come.
Yeah, he couldn't touch the ball. He couldn't touch the ball.
Sat and bounced until Condon got it and secured it for the Gators.
What a crazy ending. Oh. Wow. What a horrible way to end it, though. Clayton made the block. The Blue Bloods. Scott. Wally Gator, he's the coolest operator in the swamp. Man, oh man. Chomp chomp. That's crazy. I mean, I can't believe, I mean, who would have thought Clayton, who was horrible the first half, scores 11 points, and the coach can't believe it. The coach just staring. You're welcome, David. Had a good time, y'all. Great time. SEC, baby. If you're an SEC fan, SEC in the chat, y'all. SEC in the chat. SEC. What a game. So Clayton is the one that made the play. Clayton is the one that made the play. He'll have nightmares about that last play. He couldn't touch it. He couldn't touch it. I mean, he was a smart basketball player. I mean, he was like, I can't touch it again. I already shot it once. Wow. Crazy stuff, man. The coach of the Florida Gators becomes the first coach, the youngest coach to win it all. Hey, and Tennessee fans, hey, we lost to the national champions twice this year. And we beat them too. We beat them by 30 in Knoxville. It was a great game. It was good. There was some questionable, like, but the boys let them play. They let them play for sure. Man, oh man. All right, so that is it, y'all. That is it. Of course, we can't play the One Shining Moment song, but can't wait to see that. But thank you guys so much for hanging with us. We conclude our championship, our basketball coverage here tonight with the national title. And I'm so glad UH's coach didn't win. Just staring. He just stared at the last play like he couldn't believe it. Wow. I'm so thrilled. Thanks for the game. We had a great time. So we will see you very soon for some more scores and all that stuff. But college basketball was so much fun this year with Tennessee. Highs and lows with our Tennessee Volunteers, but SEC wins the championship. Bring it back to the SEC. We'll see what our boys can do next year, but I always enjoy the tournament. I did a lot of games this year and a lot of NCAA tournament games. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I really enjoyed the play-by-play. Had a good time with the play-by-play this tournament. So we'll see you at Braves tomorrow. Braves Phillies tomorrow night, guys. So thank you guys so much for hanging out. I want to thank my lovely wife Spain for everything that she does, hanging out all the time while I'm here with you guys. That's it. So final. And I want to thank my mods tonight, man. You guys are awesome, knocking the ballpark out of those bots coming in here. Thanks for encouraging the likes. Thanks for the subbing. And I want to thank my members for their hard-earned money back to the channel. I want to thank Tiff for the super chats and the private subscribers tonight. We thank you so much for everything. Great game. So 65-63. I said 75-70. Anybody say 65-63 or that close? We'll have to go back to watch the chat after this is over. So let me see if there's anybody we can transfer you to that's doing their thing here. Let's see if there's anybody streaming that we can transfer y'all to. Let's see. On the go. Oh. No, there's nobody. All right. If you guys enjoyed Disneyland, we could transfer you over there. Our good friend Ron on the go is in Disneyland. If you guys want to watch some Disneyland stuff, we can transfer you there. If not, we're just calling it a night. Thank you guys so much for everything. Appreciate it. No, but I told you to take the under. You did. You did. I hope you won some money on that. And we'll see y'all tomorrow for some more fun right here on the Go with CeeLo. See you guys. Peace. Love you. And let me see real quick. Yeah, okay. We'll see you tomorrow for some baseball. Congratulations, Florida Gators. You are the winners of the 2024-25 NCAA championship. Wow. Chop it up, guys. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. If you're a Gators fan tonight, you're a national champion. Peace.
Stay first for both the XAU and hands of Allstate.